action. We're in Miami. It's Art Basel. And you are watching/listening to These Are Questions, this interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And in this special holiday edition of These Are Questions, I'm going around to various Art Basel-related art festivals, fashion shows, and media events, as I'm going to be interviewing various talent, models, photographers, and media professionals in this special compilation episode, as we end off the holiday season with an artistic flair. I'm your host, Stephen Rafferty, and I hope you enjoy this special episode of These Are Questions. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching/listening to These Are Questions. It's the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And you recognize my guest here. She's been on the show before for the live special. Please welcome Monica Rowland.
What's going on, people?
Not much. It's Art Basel. It's just, a week or whatever.
Yeah, just a busy art week.
It's
Nothing too big.
No, nothing at all.
Nothing.
So you already know the show, but I'm gonna ask it again. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. It's gonna be based around your career and aspirations. I got an part of that. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna ask you with those series of questions. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions based on your career, aspirations, and goals, while mixing a bunch of questions that are borderline idiotic and randomly stupid.
I'm here for it.
Okay, cool. You accept it.
Yes.
I mean, you already accepted. You're already on my show before.
I'm here.
You're here, ready to go, ready to hear. Okay, ready. Well, let's go. With that, let's begin. As the lemonade's going, let's begin our interview. I love it. Shout out to the lemonade stand. Shout out to you guys. Cool. Do you like lemonade?
I do. I love lemonade, whether it's just lemonade or mixed with some fun drinks.
Okay. Hold on. Hold a second. I'm gonna wait. Stay here. Hang on there. Here you go. I got you lemonade. I got you. Oh, even better. Okay, so I hope you enjoy that lemonade. See, here on These Are Questions, I provide the goods, whether it be questions or lemonade. There you go. Plugging aside. So let's get right into everything. So I know you've been modeling for quite a bit. What's the best part of modeling?
I wouldn't say quite a bit. Maybe just a little over a year. I'm fairly new to this. And honestly, the experience has been so much fun. I've met so many cool people along the way. I think it's helped me learn a little bit more about myself. I've always been pretty confident, but I think that this has shed a new light on a newer level of confidence that I think has been a really beautiful experience and super eye-opening too. Trying to find my passions have been a little difficult in life because I just never know what I want to do, but I think this has helped me kind of get the creative juices flowing. So that's always really nice, and you have such a fun time because you meet cool people, you get cool looks done, wear really cool outfits, you help these designers bring their passion come to life. And I think that's nice because you're helping yourself, but you're helping other people along the way in the creative process. And I think that's always beautiful because at the end of the day, it's about community, and this is definitely a strong community too.
I love it. That's great words on there. I love it on
Thank
there.
you.
Doing good. And let me ask, if you can live vicariously, pun intended, whether it be through a designer or a specific show, which designer or fashion show you would love to be a part of?
In Miami or in general?
In general. In the world. Anywhere in the world.
I mean, honestly, because I'm new to this, I'm still learning about all the different productions, and I'm still learning about all the different fashion designers. But if I could do anything, I've done Miami, I've done New York once, and I would like to go again. But I think more than anything, I would just like to travel and see what it's like in Europe and Italy and Paris, even LA. I know there's other places here in the US, like Atlanta and in North Carolina, that have really great productions too. So I mean, I wouldn't say I have anything top of mind, but just more so getting well versed in it and just trying different things and going to different places, having fun.
And that's the way to do it. Trying different places, having fun, and having a good time here on These Are Questions. Exactly. I got one more question to ask you because I know we're going on time and getting busy as you're enjoying that lemonade that I got for you, by the way, on record, on camera.
Thank you. I don't know if I said thank you earlier, and that was really bad of me, but thank you. Gratitude goes a long way, guys.
There you go. Good advice on there. Good advice there. The last question I want to ask you on These Are Questions is a fun holiday question because it's for a holiday Art Basel special specifically. What are you expecting to do for this holiday season?
As far as like fashion or personal?
Plans, life? Are you writing to Santa? You know, like what are you doing for the holiday season?
Okay, so honestly, I'm just doing me because I finally got my own apartment. And although it is about family, I'm going to be with family, going to be able to share that time with them. But I think what I'm most excited for is just like decorating my place and getting my tree and just like making my home my own little holiday space. So that's probably what I'm most excited for, actually.
Okay, I love it. Nice, cozy, festive place.
Yes,
Congratulations
and
on
a
the
lot of
apartment.
hot chocolate. Even though we're in Florida, I will still drink hot chocolate.
That's my nickname sometimes once in a blue moon. I had to say, you said it on there. I don't know, you gave me the segue for the joke there.
That was perfect landing. That was amazing.
Also my nickname as well. Just kidding. But with that, we're going to cap off our These Are Questions interview. Thank you so much for always being a part with the live special and also with this particular Art Basel special. Wishing you a happy holiday season and good luck with the castings.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Cheers. Bye. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions. I already made Cassandra laugh. It's great. This is the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And as I just mentioned, I'm with a talented model. Please welcome Cassandra. Oh, no. You didn't see that part. You didn't see me mess up. Oh, no. Cut. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions. It's the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And I'm with a talented model. Please welcome Cassandra Crespo. Oh, my goodness.
Prosecco is crazy.
I already botched twice there. I'm just going to say Cassandra on there and keep it on.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's so funny.
That's the whole point of the show.
Keep it going.
Okay, we're going to keep it going. Okay, she told me to keep it in, so I'm going to keep it in.
So
I'm with the talented Cassandra. Thank you for being a part of These Are Questions. I'm sorry I already botched your name twice. It wouldn't be These Are Questions without some botching, to be honest, so it's all good. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm going to get right into the interview itself. Cassandra, I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations. I'm going to try my best not to botch your last name. But with that, in those questions, I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and one randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
I do.
Okay, great. All right, awesome. So we're going to go right into our interview itself. Cassandra, how long have you been modeling for?
Professionally, 3 years.
Okay, very cool. And like, can you talk about like kind of your early days in modeling, whether it be with castings, going with shows, and then how have you seen yourself grown throughout that time?
Oh my gosh. Ever since so I moved from Tampa. Ever since I started, my intentions wasn't to come. Should I hold this, or are we holding it? No, no, I just did it now. Okay. It's been amazing. I mean, it's been back to back ever since I started. Haven't had a break. I'm not gonna lie, but I love what I do, so it's fine.
Good. And it's just been nonstop. I've been seeing you working through various shows, and we met at a casting call, and you're talented in what you do. And I wish you're welcome, and I wish you all the best as you continue on with everything there, which is awesome. And like, for talents that are kind of getting into modeling, what's kind of like the best piece of advice you can give for different talents kind of starting?
Okay, so I honestly just be yourself. I feel like here in Miami, there's like or anywhere in general, everybody wants to be someone. Everybody wants to look like someone. Everyone wants to walk like someone. I feel like just be yourself. That's literally all I can say.
Literally.
Be yourself.
I could literally be myself too,
No, literally be yourself.
Just literally in big captions, literally be yourself. Gonna put that on there. I'm gonna put it on.
That is perfect.
Yeah,
Go
that's
ahead.
perfect. Let me ask, how do you define perfection?
Perfection, I don't know. I don't. Now this is my stumble.
Are you a stumbler or are you a perfectionist? That's the next
No, I
question.
stumble.
Is there benefits for doing stumbling?
No, there's no benefits for that, actually.
Okay. I just want to make sure maybe there's like a health benefit to it. I don't know.
I stumble out.
Have you ever played Stumble Guys?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
What is that?
It's a game where people stumble around. That's actually a game.
Maybe I should.
You should. Maybe we should be sponsored by Stumble Guys. As you're up there, trying not to break character, trying not to mess with Cassandra's last name. I'm sorry.
No,
I didn't mean to
it's
mess it
fine.
up.
It's so
Wouldn't be These Are Questions without it on there. I'm going to ask you one last question here as we finish up our interview, and you've been a great sport at everything. I'm going to go with sports. If there's a sport that you always wanted to do but may not be the most athletically gifted, and I don't know what you've done, but like, is there a sport that you wanted to learn, be interested in doing, and actually be a professional in?
I am not athletic at all.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. Everything. I feel like any sport. I would like to learn any sport. All of it. Wait. I played volleyball a little bit.
Okay.
Not too crazy though.
Okay,
Just
a little bit. Okay. You could be a professional volleyballer if you wanted to.
Maybe, okay, let's do that. Professional volleyball player.
We could do a professional volleyball shoot. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there you go. Now it's on camera, so now we have to figure it out now. So, that's my takeaway. So since I messed up your name, so I'll give you a volleyball shirt. So love it. As I'm slowly dying in my episode here, you've been watching / listening to These Are Questions. Cassandra, you've been a great sport. So thank you so much for being a part. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. And with that, that's our interview. Bye. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions, this interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. I'm here with Vicarious Lingerie for one of their casting calls here for Art Basel Week, and I'm with a very talented model. Please welcome Jada.
Hi, Jada.
Thank you for being a part of the show. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Going to get right into our interview. I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Okay, perfect. Going to get right into our interview session. So, Jada, how long have you been modeling for?
A month.
A month. Okay, well, welcome. Brand new to the fashion industry and the fashion world. What kind of inspired you to go along and start doing castings?
Well, people have been always telling me that I look like a model, and I've been hearing it, but I never made any action towards it. So I'm like, you know what? Let me start doing some casting calls and see what happens, and just actually putting my foot out there and taking chances is what I'm doing.
That's awesome. Taking chances is very important. You know, you have to be a risk taker. Let me ask, are you a risk taker?
I am definitely a risk taker.
Okay. What's
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. What's the biggest risk you've taken?
I moved here by myself with nothing. Yeah.
That's, on a serious note, that's a hell of a risk. It's not easy to do. And I wish you all the best as you continue this journey here in Miami.
Thank you. You too. What's your show so I can check it out?
It's These Are Questions. We just said it in the intro. It's the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not.
That's the name of it?
These Are Questions, yes.
These are questions.
Yeah, and you're on it right now.
I am.
You were in the episode. You're in the
I'm
Art
gonna start
Basel.
watching it.
Hopefully, as you should.
Yeah.
We've been on for 7 seasons, which is crazy. So it's wild. What's the wildest TV show you ever watched? Do you watch TV?
I do watch TV. The Wildest?
Yeah. And don't say Wild and Out. That's a cop.
No, not Wild. Maybe Bad Girls Club or something like that.
Okay. That's pretty wild. Yeah. I'm neither a club nor a bad girl, but
Bad boy.
Sure. I'm just the guy with the mic, just the interview guy. I just ask questions. As we go along here, as we quickly go into it, I just have to ask one more question as we finish up our interview, and you've been a great addition here to the show. What's the best piece of advice for someone that wants to get into modeling, and what's kind of your key tips that you've learned so far?
I think just do it. If you have a calling and you feel like it's something that you're meant to be doing, just do it. Make the first step, and then I think everything will fall in place.
Wise words, wise advice there. All right. Well, Jada, it's been a pleasure interviewing you on These Are Questions. Greatly appreciate it, and I wish you the best of luck with this casting and any future castings you may have.
Thank you. Bye.
Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions, an interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And we're here at the M2 Miami, interviewing various talents, models, and producers here for the show. I'm with one of our featured talent. Please welcome Shala.
Yes, I'm Shala.
Nice to meet you, and nice to
meet you too.
And I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
Yes, I accept.
Okay, great. So I'm going to get right into the interview itself. How long have you been modeling for?
For a year.
Year, okay. And what's the best experience about modeling in this year you had so far?
Ruben Singer, Miami, swim week.
Okay.
That was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, because he worked with Zendaya before, so I was like, yeah.
Okay. Are you a fan of Zendaya?
Yeah.
Do you want to work with her?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to work with Zendaya.
Might as well just plug her right.
We're both 5'10". We're both beautiful black women.
There you go. Your words on there. You could say it's very euphoric if you'd be working with her.
Yes.
I just wanted to put the subtle HBO pun on there.
Yeah, euphoria. Yeah.
Let me ask as a follow-up there with your modeling. We got a dog in the house. Wait, do you want to be a part of the interview, buddy? Yes. Come on. Yes. Hey, bud. You can't see it on camera, but there is a Frenchie that is rolling around. in our casting. You were great, buddy. Cool. Do you like Frenchies?
Yes, they're adorable.
Would you like a Frenchie in the future?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Maybe in the future. If you were casted with like various performers and various performers in the animal training industry, what would be an animal that you would like to work with on a fashion show?
A black cat. I know I want to do a photo shoot with one eventually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
Black cat.
Okay. Well, there you go. Shout out to your black cat.
Shout out Akumi.
There you go. And as we wrap up our interview here, and you've been great on this interview session, as the last question I want to ask, what's the best piece of advice for a model that wants to get into the modeling industry?
I would definitely say just post a lot of content because my mom is always grilling me about that. So just post, take lots of pictures and just shoot your shot, go to all the castings that you can and love yourself and love your vibe and keep the ball rolling.
Great. That's great advice on there. Thank you so much for being a part of the interview session. I greatly appreciate it, and I wish you the best of luck in this casting and any future castings you may have for Miami Swim, Art Basel, any of our different Miami festivities here in South Florida.
Thank you so much for having me, Steve.
You're very welcome. Great job. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching/listening to These Are Questions, the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. I'm with a talented model. Please welcome Rio Jade.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Going to get right into our interview itself. I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
I accept.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to get right into our interview itself. Rio, how long have you been modeling for?
I've been modeling for about 4 or 5 years.
Okay. And what's kind of like the best experience you've had in the fashion industry and specifically doing runway shows?
Okay, specifically runway, I think my most memorable and favorite show I ever did was Milan Fashion Week. It was so much fun and we had a great time. I was actually only booked for one show, and the first night we landed, I was getting a little tipsy with my roommate and we accidentally walked into a runway show. And they just pulled us backstage and put us in clothes, and so I walked 2 shows that season.
Oh my goodness!
By accident.
Oh my goodness! And that's like the dream on there. Like you're just accidentally in a show.
It felt like a Lizzie McGuire movie.
That would be pretty cool. Would you ever want to be in a Lizzie McGuire movie?
Honestly, yeah, I've done some acting, and I would totally do any type of movie, show, anything with a speaking role.
Okay, you heard it here on These Are Questions, and you're doing an interview. You're speaking right now in this interview.
We love to hear it.
I love it. Let me ask you, have you ever been to Rio?
Rio, like Brazil?
Yes.
No, I have not been to Brazil.
Would you like to go to Brazil?
It's on my list, actually. I would love to go to Brazil for New Year's because they're known for like these super nice beach fireworks, everyone wearing white. So cool.
I love that there. That's pretty cool. You can even potentially do a Rio de Janeiro, Brazil photo shoot with your name, Rio. That's where this question's coming from.
Now he gets it.
I do get it. That's what I'm here. I get a lot of things. Some things I don't get, but a lot of things I do. And I got that.
Yeah, Rio is my stage name for my music, so I kind of just incorporated it all together. So yeah.
Okay, I got to listen to your music. You got to send me some stuff.
For sure. New EP coming in 2025.
Oh, you heard it here. First here on These Are Questions. New EP. That's awesome. Let me ask as the last question here on These Are Questions. I want to respect your time. What's the best piece of advice you want to give for a model that's trying to get into the industry?
If you're trying to get into the industry, I would say be particular, be hardworking. Don't take anything too personal. If you don't get booked for a show, that doesn't mean you're ugly, that doesn't mean you're fat, that doesn't mean anything of those things. It just means you weren't fit for that role. And who knows, you might get booked for 10 more. You might get booked for an even bigger one. So one no is not the end of the world. There's going to be a yes that's going to change your life.
I love it. Great advice there. Rio, thank you so much for taking the time to be a part of These Are Questions. I greatly appreciate it. Best of luck with the casting here and any future castings you may have.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Have a good day.
Thanks. You too. And there we go. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching/listening to These Are Questions, the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And I am here at the M2 Miami interviewing various talents for Art Basel Week, and I'm with 2 talented models. Please welcome Yulia and Galena. Nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you.
So I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and randomly stupid. Do you both accept those terms? You just say yes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. No pressure on there. No pressure. So I'm going to dive into it. We had a little conversation right beforehand saying that this was your first modeling experience going on one of our casting calls here for Art Basel. And for you, is this your first time as well? Or you've been modeling before? Or?
It's my second time.
Second time, okay.
I was a model on New York Fashion Week. Suddenly, this year, my Ukrainian friend invited me on her show, and it was such an honor for me to be a part of that show. And this time, girls invited me here. It's amazing.
I'm glad, and I'm glad you're both here for Art Basel Week and also just doing different castings, and like that's awesome that things come in suddenly. It's like the interview, just things pop out. You never know, things can happen.
And I really enjoy your company.
Thank you. I appreciate it. What's the best company you would like to have, whether it be with family, friends? What's like the best places or things to do with great company?
The best places.
Yeah. Do you know any good places, or are you like any things you like to do with family or different company?
So we actually have very good neighbors. We're neighbors with Julia.
Okay.
We have the same building.
Okay.
Yeah. And we actually celebrated Thanksgiving together.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I think it's so nice that we found the friends here in the country who become almost a family. So any fun time together, like boat, barbecue, something like this.
Okay.
Tennis, paddle.
I like that. Good activities. And for you?
Yes, for me the same actually, because I'm here without my family.
Yeah.
So I have my friends here who become my family, and this is really important because don't feel alone. I love Miami so much. You can find wherever you want here, like beach, like as you say, like tennis, paddle, like everything you can imagine. Yes, and I love Miami because of the atmosphere here and energy. It's like chilling, but so active at the same time. So I'm enjoying.
I'm glad.
Festivals.
Yeah. Well, we're in it right now with Art Basel. So absolutely. There's so many events going on here for this week. So I hope you both enjoy the festivities and have everything going on for this art fashion show. And as my last quick question here on These Are Questions, what's the best piece of advice you would like to give for up and coming talent that want to go into these casting calls and want to go and promote and do these different modeling shows?
For models. So just believe everyone is unique and everyone is beauty. Just come and try your chance to be a part of the beautiful show.
I like that. That's good advice there.
Yeah. As for me, I can tell just believe in yourself, be confident. Even if you don't experience, you can just come and try. Because if you don't try, you never like win. But if you try and you try and try, like finally you win and you achieve 2 stars.
Enjoy this beautiful atmosphere here.
Absolutely. Well, ladies, thank you so much for being a part of this interview. I greatly appreciate your time. And you've been watching / listening to These Are Questions.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's really nice.
I'm glad. Great job, everyone. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions, the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And I'm with a featured model who's been in our casting calls here for Art Basel Week. Please welcome Maria.
Nice to meet you. My name is Maria, and I just finished this amazing casting.
I'm glad. Thank you for being a part of the show. I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
What?
So, repeat. I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, I just want to ask very quickly, how long you've been modeling for?
Like from childhood almost. I was born a model.
You were born a model?
I was born and I understood that I'm a model. So.
Okay, that's cool. And like any specific shows you've been a part of? Have you traveled around the world? Like what shows have you done?
Yes, so modeling give me a lot of opportunities. I did a lot of fashion show, beauty contest, whatever. And I feel this is like part of me. I can't imagine live without it. And also I got opportunities to travel and even moved here to Miami. So.
Okay, that's awesome. And what's the dream fashion show that you want to be a part of in the future?
Well, if I say Victoria's Secret, it will be like everyone will say.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Probably. I think yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to manifest in here on this episode of These Are Questions. I just have one more question I want to ask you real quick. What's the best piece of advice for someone that wants to get into the modeling industry?
Believe in yourself and feel confident, because even if you don't feel confident, start imagine that you are confident and people will feel it around you. It works.
I love it. Good advice on that. Good advice. Maria, thank you for taking the time to interview me on These Are Questions and being a part of the show. I greatly appreciate it, and I wish you the best of luck on your castings and everything that's moving forward.
Thank you. Same for you. It was nice to talk to you.
Yeah, nice to talk to you as well. Did great. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions, this interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. I'm with one of our featured models that are here in this particular casting call for Art Basel Week. Please welcome Victoria.
Hello.
How you doing? Good?
Doing well. Thank you for asking.
Good. I'm going to get right into the interview. I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
Oh, yes.
Okay, great. All right, with that, let's do our interview. So how long have you been modeling for?
I've been modeling for like 10 years probably.
Oh, wow. And like over your extensive experience doing modeling and fashion for 10 years, what's the best moments that has been great for you in fashion?
Oh, this year I used to work in Formula One. That was great experience for me. I enjoy it so big time.
That's awesome there. Would you ever want to be a Formula One race car driver?
I don't see any race car drivers because I'm not very familiar with them, but there was a Trump, John DeSantis, so that was cool.
Okay. Interesting on there. That's cool. All right. And like as we're going along with fashion and being in that industry, is there like a specific fashion show or media designer that you want to work with in the future?
I don't have special craving. I just like to be part of it, to be part of the fashion show, part of the crowd. It's usually fun.
That's awesome. And as we wrap up our interview here on These Are Questions, what's the best piece of advice you can give for an aspiring model that wants to break into the fashion industry?
Just don't be shy. Just enjoy the moment.
That's awesome. I love it. Enjoying the moment here, especially with this interview on These Are Questions. Victoria, thank you for taking the time to be a part of our interview session. I greatly appreciate it, and I wish you the best of luck in this casting and future castings you may have.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions, this interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. I'm with one of our featured models here for Art Basel this week. Please welcome Veronica.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you for being a part of the show. I really appreciate it. Veronica, I'm going to ask you a series of questions going to be based around your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
I do.
Great. So we're going to get right into our interview itself. So, Veronica, how long have you been modeling for?
Since September.
Of this year?
Yes.
Okay.
So about like 2-3 months.
Okay. Welcome to the fashion industry. Welcome to the modeling world. What gravitated to you being a part of this industry? What made you want to be like, hey, I want to go into modeling?
I've always wanted to. It's always been a dream of mine. But recently I've been more confident and been wanting to be myself, more outgoing. And I just thought to give it a try. And it's been going pretty good.
Okay, good so far. We're at a casting here at the M2 Miami for Vicarious Lingerie today, and then we have additional castings going on this week as we're going along with Art Basel, so I wish you all the best with this casting and any additional castings you may have. I wanted to ask, have you ever had a Subway sandwich?
I have a couple years ago.
Okay. Have you had their recent stuff?
I have not.
Okay.
I haven't been in a couple. Bro, pub subs are better than Subway. That's just my opinion.
Okay. What's your go-to pub sub order?
The Italian, I think I put on prosciutto cheese with lettuce, tomatoes, black olives, oil and vinegar, oregano, mayonnaise, mustard, all that.
All the good stuff, all the good fixings. Italian, you can never go wrong with a Boar's Head Italian pub sub. My go-to is their chicken tender sub, but that's like the cliche, everyone goes, if you know, you know.
It's pretty good. It's not too bad.
They have a new one now. They have a hot honey chicken tender sub.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's good.
Try that.
It's good. If you like spice and a little sweetness to it, that's a win-win there.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool. And as we're going along with our interview very quickly, is there a dream show or a dream designer that you want to walk out and work for?
Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's Secret. That's been the go-to answer today.
That's just since I was little, been watching the shows. And it's not the same as before. It's a little bit better now. Just with their designs are more modern. But honestly, it's like the highest achievement as a model, in my opinion.
It's definitely a standard that a lot of models are aspiring to try to be into, and it's like if you've done that, you've done everything basically.
Yes. I mean, I think I'm a little bit on the shorter side for them, but
It's okay.
it'd be amazing just to try and get a casting.
Short kings and queens, we have to triumph for a reason there. So.
We do.
What we compensate for, we make it up with vibrant personalities.
Yes, I agree.
Are you a vibrant personality?
I like to think so.
I think so too. I think we've had to. You brought up pub subs on there, so you got to be vibrant in some aspect.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Last question I want to ask here, and these are questions. What's the best piece of advice for an aspiring model that wants to take that step and go into modeling?
Just do it. Honestly, your biggest enemy is yourself. Just go out there, find photographers, find jobs, submit to everything you can, anything and everything. Who knows? You might get your chance.
Absolutely. Good, wise words and wise advice here on These Are Questions. Veronica, pleasure interviewing you on the show. Greatly appreciate it. Nice to meet you, and I wish you the best of luck with everything.
Of course. Bye.
All right. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching/listening to These Are Questions, the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. I'm with a featured model talent here for Miami Art Week, and specifically for Art Basel. Please welcome Vika.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Great. I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
Yes, I do.
I made you laugh, so it's a good start so far. With that, let's get right into our interview itself. Vika, how long have you been modeling for?
I've been modeling for over 15 years.
15 years. Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, I started in Europe, then I lived in New York for about 10 years, and now I'm in Miami.
And what made you come down to Miami specifically?
The weather, the taxes.
Yeah, that's a good combo.
Yes, it's a great combo. And I needed a break from New York is very intense, so I wanted to have a break a little bit. But it's a great place to be. It's growing really quick, and I think it's like second home for me now.
Very cool. I'm glad you have your multiple kind of areas and different places, and you've had experience just a world traveler basically, which is pretty cool.
Yes, I've traveled everywhere, and I'm blessed. I think every girl who's a model, it's like the best opportunity to see the world, to meet different people, cultures. You live in different countries, cities. It's amazing. I think everyone is so lucky when they get a chance like that.
Absolutely. It's a very lucky opportunity there. And out of all the places you've traveled around the world, what's the one place that really stands out for you?
New York, and then I would say Paris.
Okay. Let me ask you, Eiffel Tower or Empire State Building?
Statue of Liberty.
Oh, okay. Throw me a curveball there. Okay. There's nothing like the Statue of Liberty. It's definitely iconic.
It's, I combined both in one.
Love it, yeah. Fun fact, the French gave it to us as a gift way back in the day, so. That's cool. Let me ask, what's the best piece of advice that you can give for an aspiring model that wants to get through the industry and also want to stay in the industry? Because you've been in it for such a long time, which is commendable. It's not easy.
Modeling is one of the hardest jobs, I think, because it's based on your look and your personality. So you have to take care of your body, you have to take care of your mind, and stay strong because modeling is very competitive business. So you have to know your worth, you have to be extremely professional, you have to learn how to pose, you have to go for it. You don't listen to anybody that comparing you with someone, just be you. Take care of your body and take care of your mind.
Wise, very wise words. So good to know, and I think that's very aspiring advice, and I really appreciate you taking the time to interview me and being a part of These Are Questions.
I appreciate it. It was fun and pleasure.
Yeah. Pleasure. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching/listening to These Are Questions. It's the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And I'm here at the M2 Miami for Art Basel and Miami Art Week, and I'm with a very talented model. We've worked together before. Please welcome Skylar.
Hi.
Thank you for being a part of These Are Questions. It's a long time coming.
Oh, yes, I missed you.
Oh, Oh, you missed me? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I missed you too.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that we're connected now on the internet in this video for These Are Questions. So we're always going to be together in terms of the internet video.
Always, always.
Professionally here on These Are Questions. I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and randomly stupid.
Wow. Love it.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. With that, love it. I'm going to take that as an acceptance for you being a part of this show. Of course. All right, let's get right into our interview. Skylar, how long have you been professionally modeling for?
It's been about 4.5 years, I think, yes.
So getting towards 5 years, you're definitely in that veteran model kind of sense there. And out of all your experience doing modeling and doing runway and doing different works, what are some of the best experiences that you've had in this industry?
Ooh, okay, well, I did New York Fashion Week, which was insane. I loved it because you were just busy from like right when you wake up all the way to like 1 a.m. And I mean, modeling's my favorite thing to do. So I was like, yes, I'm ready.
You're like living a dream right there.
Yes, right? And like my Miami Swim Week, Fort Lauderdale Fashion Week, like all of that. Anything runway, I'm there, you know?
And I've seen it. I've had the great pleasure working with you and doing some of your photography works, and I've seen the work that you've done, and like I see that kind of positive vibrance when you are on the runway, when you are at shows. So like it definitely stands out.
Thank you, guys. He's amazing. Like, hit him up.
Thank you. You heard it here on These Are Questions. Yeah. Apparently I'm amazing. Who would have thought? I don't know. You know. What's the most amazing thing you've ever done?
Ooh. Work with you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it there. That was very kind of you. I hear a blender in the background. Let me ask, would you ever want to be a blender?
Like, yeah, with some strawberries and pineapple in there.
Is that your go-to smoothie?
Ooh, like yeah. I like a ton of smoothies, but yes.
That's a go-to? Okay.
What about you?
I like smoothies. Nothing wrong with that. I like a good banana smoothie, a good strawberry smoothie, you know. Good mango one. Mango's good.
See, I don't like mangoes, but in the smoothie I do.
Yeah, if you mix it with stuff, it's good. Yeah. I wouldn't mind a smoothie right now. I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to go get one.
You should go get one. That was awesome there. As we're kind of going along with our interview on These Are Questions, as the blender is going more and more, what's the best piece of advice that you can give for an aspiring model that wants to break in the industry?
Okay, listen up.
Okay, here, you can take the mic on this.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, guys.
I'll come back.
Thank you. You better come back. Okay, you will get rejected. You will. It's all part of modeling. Like, the industry is so tough, so cutthroat. You have to be prepared. But you'll get better and better because once you go to castings and, like, shows, then you gain so much knowledge. You're like, okay, I can do this for next time. Like, I know what to bring. I know what to wear, what to say, what to do. So it all takes time. And everything works out. Manifest, my girls.
And that was great. And I told you I was going to be back. I'll be back. I said it. We'll be back together. So great advice there. I love it. And I wish you all the best in this casting and any future castings you may have. And thank you so much for being a part of These Are Questions, Skylar. Always appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Finally did it. Long time coming. Awesome. All right. Bye-bye. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions, this interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And I'm with Ilaria, who is featured as one of our talents here for the M2 Miami casting call with Vicarious Lingerie, and for specifically Art Basel Week. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
You're very welcome. And I just want to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid.
Okay, I'm down for that. I'm down.
Okay, cool. And with that, we'll go right into our interview itself. So how long have you been modeling for?
It's been about 2 years now.
And what's the best part about modeling?
Getting to meet many people, go to many different locations, and just have fun, dress up, and just be a girl.
There you go. And what's the most challenging part about modeling?
I would say probably when it comes to like castings and stuff like that, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of, I would say, like inclusive things that, you know, still aren't represented as much, I would say. So you never know. A lot of people like specific looks, but it's becoming, you know, open. So it gets a little better, but I would say just castings. Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. Always challenging, nerve-wracking. It's like any audition. You don't know if you're going to get it, get the part, get the gig, get the job. It's always challenging there. You know, it's also challenging. I want to ask you the question. Do you know how to solve a Rubik's Cube?
I do not. I've tried and I did not do well.
Do you want to know how to solve a Rubik's Cube?
Yeah.
So it's really simple. So like any Rubik's Cube, it's just stickers on the cube. You just peel the stickers and put the colors together. That's how you solve it.
Oh, that's smart. That's very smart. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
That's why I'm here to help and give that guidance there. So now you can get a Rubik's Cube and you can learn how to solve it, and you can do it that way. That technique is totally fine, totally legal. It's not offensive at all.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
I'm gonna try it here on These Are Questions there. And let me ask on there, is if there's like a extracurricular showcase, whether it be like, let's say skydiving, or let's say like paragliding, is there a specific extracurricular extreme kind of festivity that you would like to do?
Definitely skydive. It is at the top of my bucket list. I've done everything. I've went diving with sharks. I've done all types of things, but skydiving is a must.
How was diving with the sharks?
It was pretty cool. It was a little nerve-wracking at first, but it's like kind of in a controlled environment, so it's not like you're gonna get attacked, but it was great.
Okay, I'm glad it was great on there. And as my last question here, and These Are Questions, I wanted just to ask, what's the best piece of advice that you can give to aspiring models that want to get into the industry?
Oh, that's a great question. I say definitely stay true to yourself. Do not try to copy anybody else. Don't compare yourself to anybody else at all. Like, everybody's so unique. Everybody has their own thing that they bring to the table, and you just have to be so confident with that it's never going to be changed. Make sure you always do your best anywhere you go. Show up how you want to show up. Like show up how you want people to know you as, how you want to be seen. And always be kind. You don't need to be mean to be in this industry. You really don't. You're going to meet some tough people, but be true to yourself and just stay kind.
I love it. That's very positive and very kind advice, pun intended.
That was a good one.
Thank you. That's what I hear. I try to make people laugh here on These Are Questions. I try to be funny. So thank you so much for being a part of the interview. I really do appreciate it, and best of luck with this casting and future castings you may have.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for all the good wishes.
You're very welcome. That's what I'm here for on These Are Wishes. I mean, These Are Questions. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions. It's the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. I'm with a very talented model who was featured here for our casting calls with Miami Art Week and Art Basel. Please welcome Mariana.
Hi everyone.
Hi, thank you for being a part of These Are Questions. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
Yes, I do.
I made you laugh. There we go.
Yeah. Let's do the borderline stuff straight away.
Oh, okay.
We're in Miami.
It's true. We are in Miami. Okay, you want to go with the borderline funny question?
I'm not going to give you so much of a quest. Now I feel guilty.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Let's do light stuff.
Okay. All right. Let's start with this. How long have you been modeling for?
It's going to be 16 years.
16 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where have you modeled? Like, is it around the world, around different states?
I lived in Milan. I did the show modeling, a lot of catwalks and showrooms. Yeah, I worked in Milan.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah. And what's kind of the differences working in, let's say, Milan and then working here in Miami?
I mean, the industry is completely different because here is more open-minded. U.S. territory, like U.S., it has more opportunities. So diversity of also the body positivity. So it's a little bit more open-minded.
Yeah.
Milan, Italian fashion is really strict.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah. Different cultures, different beliefs.
Yeah, it's a little bit it's different. Yeah.
I see on there. And is there a dream location or dream show that you want to be a part of in the future?
Well, let's do this show, the lingerie show, and then if they're gonna continue with angels, why not?
Okay.
You know, they make also 50s go catwalk, so it's a major show. Victoria's Secret Angels will be great.
So there you go. I think that's been the common theme in our interviews today. A lot of our aspiring talents want to go specifically to work with Victoria's Secret. So you never know.
You never know, but you always wish and you always work. You always keep your dreams, your manifestations.
Definitely. And we're manifesting here with this interview and hopefully with future interviews and then hopefully with future castings and shows. You never know. This could be the lead that leads to Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, and I also like the lingerie. That's like another type of a fashion, and it's a type of shows where you dress. That's lingerie for me is a dress. It's like it's an outfit. So it's a beautiful venue. Plus, it's really feminine. So it's an interesting part of being a woman.
It's a unique experience for you.
Yeah.
Definitely. And let me ask, what's a good question I want to ask? I want to try to give you something to sink your teeth into. If you had the chance to be a part of the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine, so we're getting into like Scooby-Doo, the cartoon, which character would you want to be in the show and why?
Damn. I probably will be... Damn. That's a good question. You make me think. Which character? I might be the part of the ghosts.
Okay.
Yeah, I will be watching.
Okay.
I will be watching. Yeah, I like to study. So, it's like I will be watching people. But I will be a good ghost. I will be a good spirit. Let's say that. Yeah,
okay.
I will.
You'll be helping out the team.
Oh yeah, I will be on the side of the team. I will.
Okay. And would you have do you have a ghost name in mind? What would be your ghost name?
Something fun, something like Lucky or Joy, something like a good one, like a good smoke. The good smoke.
So you could say you're Mariana the Lucky Ghost.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And let me ask this one final question here on These Are Questions. The last question I want to ask is, what's the best piece of advice for a model that is trying to break into the industry and want to stay in the industry for longevity?
You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe in yourself no matter what, because you're gonna get a lot of doors also shut down, like right in the front. But you gotta believe in yourself, and you gotta be also working on the other part of like spirituality and like the body positivity, because it's a tough work, like it's a tough industry. So you gotta believe in yourself. Strong, solid.
That's right. You got to believe yourself, and you got to be strong with everything. So, Mariana, thank you so much for being a part of These Are Questions. And just like that, it's closed right there because my light break.
Thank you. But that's amazing.
I love it. And that's a wrap right there.
That's a wrap. Thank you all.
No problem. Very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
All right. So that finishes the first part. Do you want to continue with These Are Questions?
Sure.
Okay. All right, here we go. And we're recording in 3, 2, 1, action. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching/listening to These Are Questions, the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And I'm with a talented model and also a fashion blogger. Please welcome Sabina.
Hello, my name is Sabina. I'm 24 years old, and I'm from Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Thank you.
How long have you been living in Miami?
12 years.
Okay, that's a long time. Okay, so I don't say welcome to Miami, just you're in Miami, so okay.
Bit of a local, yeah.
Okay. Native Miamian. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
Yes, of course.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to get right to the interview itself very quickly. I know you as not just a fashion expert and getting on the runway and all that, but I also know you as a vlogger. It's how we kind of met through different meetups and different creative projects. What kind of got you into the fashion industry, but also into the vlogging industry? And what made you want to be like a vlogging content creator for all your different stuff?
Well, I started with that actually. I started with the vlogging, and I just saw other girls that were even younger than me, and they were doing amazing. They were talking about how they were quitting their 9-to-5 jobs to do this, and that this was really working out for them. And I figured, like, if they can do it, I can do it. So I started, and it takes a lot of work, honestly, a lot of like rejections, constant rejections. The beginning is just getting rejected everywhere and just having your hopes honestly like destroyed a little bit. But then once you get past that, it just starts to get better. And if you just really work hard, and modeling was something I started doing maybe like a year after I got into the blogging. I just kind of saw that there's like a connection. Like you can easily go from modeling to influencing if that is what you want to do. And I had a lot, that's the thing, a lot of people even right now to this day, a lot of people when they see me as a model. They're always like, oh, how are you? Like they think of me as a model. So I'm like, okay, well, might as well accept it. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's good. There's a level of acceptance there, but just know it's whatever you want to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I think that people are getting that because it's coming from that energy. Like I did always want to do that, and I do feel like I'm good at that. So I'm like, maybe it's the energy that's giving that off. So I don't hate that.
I think we're doing it right now with not just this interview, but all the castings that you have been doing and all the creative meetups, and everything all connects with each other. So they're all connecting in one shape or form.
Exactly.
And speaking of connecting, do you know how to play Connect 4?
yes, of course. Okay. I'm not very good, but
Well, that's okay. We could practice and learn it together. Which is better, Connect 4 or Tic-Tac-Toe?
that one's hard. Tic-tac-toe. Yeah, I feel like I can handle that one a little bit easier. A little bit better.
Would you be able to handle playing tic-tac-toe with someone on a roller coaster?
Ooh. I'm not sure. I don't think so, honestly.
Only one way to find out. We gotta prove.
For real.
That would be kind of cool. Or a tic-tac-toe roller coaster would be pretty cool.
Right, that's interesting.
Definitely. I think you're interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you think you're an interesting person?
I hope. I hope I am.
Only one way to find out. No, one way to find out in this interview. But no, you've been great on there and been awesome interviewing on These Are Questions. And I want to respect your time. I just want to ask one follow-up question to ask you. And the follow-up question I want to ask is, what's the best piece of advice for a talent that wants to do the modeling, but also the vlogging side, and kind of want to do both elements? Because you have the best of both worlds right now.
Honestly, just making sure that you know how to balance everything, because that's really important, and never giving up. Like just taking that chance. A lot of people, they don't want to take chances, they don't want to take risks, they're scared because they're like, oh, it won't work out. But like, what if you take the chance and it actually works out? Because that's what happened to me.
And here we are now. And here we know. First of many. So.
Yes.
So Sabina, it's a pleasure interviewing you on These Are Questions. Thank you for taking the time, and I wish you all the best with this casting and any future castings you may have.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Awesome. Thank you. Welcome in. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions. It's the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And today, we are here for Miami Art Week with Art Basel, and I'm here with various talents and performers, and I want to introduce you to a very talented model. Please welcome Sky.
Hi, I'm Sky, also an actor and singer-songwriter.
Okay, you're like the Jill of all trades.
He knows it.
Dang right, you do. I do. Thank you for being a part of These Are Questions. I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
I love it.
Let's go.
Typical Sunday.
Just a typical Sunday fun day for Miami Art Week and Art Basel, and for someone that is a Jill of all trades with singing, acting, songwriting, and modeling. And I'm going to jump into that right away. How did it all start for you? What got you in all these different creative endeavors?
Pretty sure I came out of the womb with jazz hands, so since I was little.
Jazz hands. Superstar. Are you a superstar?
I am.
Okay. Do you want to be the superstar?
I do. I want to be a super duper superstar.
You want to be a super duper superstar that's very super.
I think it's super. It's swell. Like what's another acronym for super? Swell.
Fabulous. You could be a fabulous super duper McDuper star.
I'm down with that, actually.
Okay.
Especially the McDuper part.
I like the McDuper part. Who doesn't like the McDuper part?
Steamy McDuper, move over.
Your words, not mine. I love it there. So as you go along with fashion and going into the industry, how long have you been doing fashion modeling for?
Since I was quite young. Yeah. Okay. Not out of the womb, but a little later than that.
Okay. So maybe in the 10-year plus.
Yeah, I'd say so. Mm-hmm.
And what's the best feeling of being a model and walking on the runway?
I love bringing art to life. I love bringing people's visions to life. So I love the designers that I've worked for and worked with. And I love kind of elevating them as well and showcasing their designs. It's pretty amazing.
That's cool. That's cool. That's awesome there. And I love showcasing my designs as well and doing different stuff in arts and media there. And, speaking of arts and media, would you ever want to paint a Picasso painting?
I would probably leave that to Picasso, but I would be open to it, yeah.
Okay. Would you want to paint the sky?
I would. I'd want to paint the town as well.
Ooh.
Red or pink. I'm open to colors.
You could do both.
I could do both.
You could do pink red.
I could do reddish pink.
Reddish pink or pinkish red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving you ideas.
Options are limitless.
That's a good quote.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Sky's the limitless too.
Yeah, but sky's the limit with Sky, really?
Limitless.
Limitless.
That's my handle.
Okay. I love it there. And what's a good limitless, pun intended, piece of advice you would give for a model that's trying to continue on in the industry?
Just as cliche as it sounds, love yourself, trust yourself, and just keep going. And if somebody doesn't like your work, you just keep moving on because people will find you and you'll find the right people. And as long as you're in it for the right reasons, I think you'll go farther and farther.
And just like that, my thing ended there. I love.
It was the perfect time.
It was the perfect time in there. I love.
Kids are never gonna know. They're gonna be sitting at home, lying awake, wondering what she said next.
I love it there. I'll end it off with there because my light died, and what better way to kill my light than with this episode of These Are Questions. Sky, it was a pleasure interviewing you.
Pleasure as well.
Hold on, I'm gonna get my light back. That's why I gotta charge my stuff. That's hilarious. Hold on. That's so funny. This is what happens when we have technical difficulties. Love it. I love it. Can I plug this in? We're still rolling. I'm still alive. I'm still going. Should. You could do your sky dance. Let's see. Someone will see it.
Let's reel it in. Whoa,
We're back. We're back.
Behave.
And there we go. And that's my segment. Thanks for watching / listening to These Are Questions. Sky, you were a great interviewer, and I wish you all the best with this casting and any future castings you may have.
Grazie.
I would do the grazie kind of pose, but you can't see it on camera, but I did it there. There we go.
He did it. He did well. He did well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. And that's it. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions, the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And today, we are here at the M2 Miami for a casting call with Vicarious Lingerie, and I'm with a talented model that wanted to be featured on this episode. Please welcome Cassidy.
Hi, I'm glad to be here. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling good in here. I got to see all my model friends and do the model thing, and it's been nice.
Nothing like doing the model thing.
Right, that's true.
So, Cassidy, I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
Oh, I love those terms. Accepted.
Perfect. So we're going to get right into our interview itself. I want to ask you first and foremost, how long have you been modeling for?
Oh, I don't even know if I can count. Since I was a kid, so a decade at least.
And is there like a difference between like modeling as a young adult and then modeling as a full adult, like it's from kid to childhood to adolescence to adulthood?
There is. One of them is when you're younger, you have your parents helping you do it. That's always a plus. But now it's just, it's a little different. You have, life expectations, so you have to make sure you're just prioritizing everything correctly. But yeah, it's pretty much the same. You just end up doing different stuff. So like when I was a kid, I wasn't showing up to lingerie castings, but
I would not. Don't do that. No, that's an adult thing. Yeah, we are here. These are professionalisms, not these are inappropriate professionalisms.
Right, exactly what he said.
Exactly.
Yes.
But that's cool. I'm glad you started on there. And like, what's the best thing of doing like modeling castings now and like getting on the shows? Like, what's your favorite experiences of being a part of that?
I think just the collaboration. I mean, everything's my favorite part, but the collaboration's amazing because you have someone that has a vision, has an image, something they're trying to create, and then they find the people that will help them create it. And then at the end, you can kind of step back and see the bigger picture of just how beautiful whatever it was created. Sometimes it's like a trust process. You're not quite seeing it yet, but you trust the creator. So it's just a beautiful process because we make things out of nothing, and that's incredible. incredible.
Absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of incredible, here's an incredible thing. Have you watched The Incredibles?
I have seen The Incredibles. I have nephews and nieces, so.
So they're big on that, definitely.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And let me follow up with this. Do you know how to snap it into a Slim Jim?
I can figure it out.
Have you ever had a Slim Jim?
I have had a Slim Jim.
Okay.
Yummy.
It is good. We're not sponsored by them, but I just wanted to ask a Slim Jim question here on These Are Questions for an Art Basel special, because why not?
Yeah, why not? I thought it was like the bend and snap. That's
right. You got it. You got it there. That's good. That's good. You knew. You got it. You got your thinking brain going on. Thinking cap there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And let me ask us kind of our final up question here on These Are Questions, and I appreciate you taking the time to interview for the show. What's the best piece of advice that you can give for a model that is breaking through the industry and wants to stay there for longevity?
Don't give up. Keep moving forward. There's going to be a lot of no's, but behind those no's are always yeses. It's just keep moving. You'll figure it out. You'll find your footing. There's no exact way to get to, in this entertainment world, there's no exact way to get to your route, but just keep a strong head, keep a strong mind, and you got it. Go on and get them, Tiger.
I love that. That's good advice. I like that.
Yeah.
Just got to go get them. Go get them. That's it. Cool. Well, Cassidy, thank you so much for being part of These Are Questions. I greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Wishing you all the best in this casting and any future castings you may have.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. You're a great interviewer. Yep. And I hope I'll see you all on the next runway.
That's right. Awesome. Great job.
You're incredible.
Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions, this interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And today we are here at the M2 Miami doing various interviews for Art Basel and Miami Art Week, and I'm with a talented model. Please welcome Lisa.
Hi guys, what's up?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited. I just did a casting. Well, this is my second one, but I have another one. Really fun stuff.
And I'm wishing you all the best with this casting and any future castings you may have. You're going to rock and roll it, so that's going to be awesome.
Thank you. I love meeting people, and just it's been a crazy ride, but Art Basel has been amazing, so I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And let me ask you, how long you been modeling for?
Too long.
Too long, yeah.
Since I was like 17 or so, and it's a little secret of where we're at, but.
Okay. And I don't like guessing ages, but I know you're probably 21, so it's all good.
Yes, 21. Backwards, but yes. And add one more year to that, but.
Okay. You're on These Are Questions there. I got
another one. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say. I mean, I don't know your skincare routine, but that's doing good. That's pretty good.
But the one thing I love about like Art Basel now, that is a little different, like since back then, is that like we have different models from all types of bodies, and just all different backgrounds, like all heights. So don't ever be shy to like come into like the castings and stuff. Like I love it. It's like it's fun now. It's like you get like a little bit of variety as far as like the model itself. So I'm excited. Yeah.
I'm glad.
Never limit yourself. So.
Good quote. Never limit yourself. Always be limitless.
Period. I'm like period.
Your
I
words.
stopped saying that. That's terrible.
No,
I should not be saying that.
That's okay.
Cut that part out.
I'm not cutting nothing. I already have so much to edit already. Adios míos.
Where are you
from? Somewhere on the planet.
Okay.
Somewhere on planet Earth.
West Palm Beach.
Oh no. No offense to West Palm Beach, I just know. No, I'm a Florida native. I'm a South Floridian, so and I love my home. I love being a part of Miami and being a part interviewing various talents. So, I want to just say as a kind of a segue there, if you're from down here, let's say you wanted to travel like up like in the Midwest or like into like snow season, right? Would you be able to ride a snowmobile?
Honestly, I wouldn't trust myself. That sounds really dangerous, but fun. Fun but dangerous. So okay. I'll let you probably drive.
Okay. I appreciate.
Are you gonna take me?
I can.
Are we going somewhere?
This is an interview.
I think part 2 should be somewhere. You teaching me like how to drive a snowmobile.
Oh, okay. I've never even seen snow, but it'll be a new experience for both of us. Yeah.
No, I'm like the flamingo.
I love it though. Hey, we can learn and see snow together.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Future.
Yeah, I have to go to my other casting.
Okay, you're gonna
So
go. Okay.
It was
okay.
so nice to meet you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
I'm excited.
I will let you. I'll let you go, but I wish you all the best. And we just got to go with these are questions. Thank you for being a part of it. And you got this.
Thank you so much. You too. Bye.
Bye. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions, the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And I'm here at the M2 Miami for Miami Art Week, and I'm with a talented model. Please welcome Samantha.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. I'm going to get right into the interview itself. Samantha, I'm going to ask you a series of questions going to be based around your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid.
Okay.
Do you accept those terms?
I do.
Good, glad. With that, we're going to get right into our interview itself. So, Samantha, how long have you been modeling for?
For 2 years.
Professionally, 2 years on runway, different stuff?
I would say 2 years overall.
And what do you like more? Do you like doing like fashion shows for runway? Do you like doing one-on-one kind of like photography shoots with different photographers? What's your kind of favorite there?
I really enjoy the runway. I do really enjoy the photographers and all my friends that I've made within that. But runway really gives me that adrenaline.
Definitely. There's definitely a rush when you're on the stage and you have cameras and people running around. It's always fun there. Do you describe yourself as an adrenaline junkie?
Not an adrenaline junkie.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
No.
Adrenaline strong.
No.
Okay. Let me ask: do you shine bright like a diamond?
Definitely, especially on the runway.
Oh, okay.
All lights are on me.
Okay. Would you want to wear like a diamond dress on the runway?
That would be cute. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Okay. It'll be a very expensive dress, probably very heavy.
I was gonna say it's probably gonna be very, very heavy, but I mean, I'm down for it. Why not?
Just gotta have the strength to do it and make it happen.
That's why we go to the gym. We stay fit for that.
Okay. I haven't been to a gym in. No, I actually haven't been going to the gym. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty lean. What's your favorite part of the gym? Or favorite machine?
I like hitting legs, so like a leg press or maybe even like squats. I like to see like how much of a PR I can obtain when it comes to squatting.
Okay. A lot of people don't like legs, like leg day and all that. I'm the opposite. I like working with legs.
I don't know. I feel like models, it's different. Like, that's what we use to literally walk on the runway. So I feel like our legs have to be, nice and toned.
Your words, not mine. So.
That's what I go by.
There you go. Words to live by. Do you want to put that on like a shirt or a quote there? Put it on the plaque?
Yeah, it's coming. I'll let you know when it happens.
I'll send a plaque with that quote on there.
There you go.
There you go. I'm not joking. If you haven't, your first time being on the show, but like, I'm not joking. I will do stuff like that.
Okay.
I will find a plaque.
Okay.
It's on record now. I'm going to put it in a segment in the episode. So your plaque with that quote.
Perfect.
It's going to cost me a lot of money, but it's fine. For the bit.
We'll go 50-50.
50-50? Okay, bet. Cool. Let me ask you, so we're kind of going into our conclusion of the interview. What's the best piece of advice for aspiring models that want to break into the industry?
Just do it. Honestly, when I first started, I had absolutely no experience. I didn't know anybody at my first casting. I didn't even know there was different types of walks, heels. I didn't know anything at all. And once I went to my first casting, I met a lot of really nice people there. Everyone's really nice too in this industry, believe it or not. And then you make connections that way. And I think to myself, like, if I didn't just do it, where would I be right now? So there's a lot of opportunities that I feel like if you just have the faith to just do it, you're not going to fail. Like, this is a learning industry. I didn't get it my first year. It's my second year. I'm still learning. There's always room for improvement. But honestly, I would just say, just do it. What do you have to lose? You never know. You never know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. You never know. And we got featured in his interview. So, like, you never know. Things can happen.
You never know. Just go for it.
Just do it.
Like Nike.
I don't want to get sued, so I'm not going to say. I'm not going to. Like that one sneaker company.
That one sneaker company. Just do it.
That's right. All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much for being a good sport, Sam. I really appreciate taking the time to interview on These Are Questions, so thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions. As you can see, that's a guitar. And we're at the Hard Rock specifically for Fusion Art Week and specifically within Art Basel Week as I'm interviewing and continuing to interview various talents, models, performers, designers. You know by now if you've gotten to this far in the video. But I appreciate you taking the time to be a part of this compilation episode. And I hope you're enjoying this compilation episode. Let's get right to it and let's continue on with our interviews on These Are Questions. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions, the TV show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And I'm here for Fusion Fashion Week in Art Basel Week, and I'm with a talented model. Please welcome Michael J. King.
What's going on, people? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Thanks for asking. How you doing?
Man, I'm great. It's a little breezy out here, but I'm loving that I'm out here at Art Basel. This is my third one, but it still feels like my first one every time I do it.
It's always an amazing experience because it's hard to describe it. It's like just like endless chaos, but in the best way possible.
In the best way, bro. Then I'm seeing the same friends and everything, new faces. I'm meeting new people. Like, shit, I seen you at the casting and everything, so it's great to like it's good. It's great. I love it. I love this stuff.
Thank you. And I'm glad you're being a part of here. These Are Questions. I want to respect your time, so I know we're running around. It's crazy with the fashion shows going on here. But I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
Let's do it. How stupid can we go?
Okay. Oh, we can go very stupid here on These Are Questions. We can go incredibly stupid there.
Let's give it a go then.
I'll start with a stupid question right now. Are you related to Michael J. Fox?
Nah, but people thought I was related to Michael Jordan, though. Because my nickname is Michael J, so I used to say, nah, I'm related to Michael Jordan, though. Okay. They was like, oh, will he ever come visit? I'm like, yeah, tomorrow, I got you. And I held that for a whole elementary. I held on to that until eventually I was like, nah, he's not, guys, he's not.
Okay. Could you beat, like, Michael Jordan in the basketball game?
Can I beat him? Yeah. I can beat him in a race.
In a race?
In a race. Basketball? No. I won't even.
But if it's like a track and field kind of race all down?
He don't want to see it. He don't want to see me.
Okay.
I give him a head start and I'll still beat him.
Are you like the fastest runner ever? Like faster than Usain Bolt? Like what's the way you're claiming here?
Now I'm gonna claim that I'm just as fast as I know I could be.
Fair enough.
Hey, you know what though? You know what? Usain Bolt is retired right now, so he got a little stomach. Give me a good 200-yard gap, a head start. I think I could get him. I can get him. Long as he don't train.
As long as he don't train. That's all that matters there. That's all. No, I don't know. We're gonna send like a ton of cookies and like junk and like give you the advantage.
Some of that Jamaican rum or something like that, so that way he just don't even want to do nothing. I'm gonna just go ahead and go through the finish line like I did it.
Would you like that as a nickname, Jamaican rum?
Jamaican? Nah, because I think Jamaican's gonna say that.
Fair enough. Let me switch gears on a serious note. How long have you been modeling for?
It's been like 2.5 years now, man. It still feel like my first one, honestly.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because like it's the constant doing same runway castings and like shows and everything like that. It just always seems like, not trying to sound cliche, but still seemed like the first time ever. So I'm always like grateful for that type of stuff.
Very true, and I respect that. I respect the humility and being grateful there, and that's important here, especially if you're trying to be in that industry there. Yeah. And like, how can you compare like your first show you ever did to like this show that you're doing for like tonight? You know what I mean? Like, what's the comparison there?
Dude, you know what? Really, this, like, 2 years ago was my first show. It was here at the Hard Rock.
Okay.
And I was walking for Fusion Fashion. I was walking for Turning Visions, and I was just like, oh, wow, I'm really finna go ahead and do this in front of all these people. And I see the lights. I'm walking a runway. They telling us, like, what to do and all that stuff. And I'm like, so doing it again, it's like, damn, I remember, like, this was, like, the first time me doing this the first time, if that makes sense,
Absolutely. And I hear as a backstage going in and they're going to be walking in, and I want to respect your time when walking on the runway. I just have one final question to ask you. What's the best piece of advice for someone that wants to be a model?
I'm going to tell you straight up, just go straight for it. Like, really, because you don't really want to sit there and regret and be like, damn, I wish I would have done it, or what if I haven't done it? You know what I'm saying? So, like, my biggest thing to always say, just try it out, because at least if you tried it, you have nothing to really look back on and say, damn, I wish I would have.
Very wise words there, very wise word. I appreciate you taking the time to interview me with These Are Questions. I really do, and I wish you all the best on the runway tonight. You're going to kill it.
Oh, thank you so much, man. Let's kill it together.
That's right.
Yes,
all right, go to casting. Go get set there. And there we go on These Are Questions, Art Basel edition. Yeah. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions, this interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And we're continuing on with our Art Basel special. And guess what? I'm with a god, a Greek god specifically. Please welcome a talented model. Please welcome Zeus.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up?
Not much. We're just chilling here. We're by the guitar. We're chilling. We're having a good time, having good times and good vibes. I'm going to get right into the interview itself because I want to respect your time. I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid.
Okay.
Do you accept those terms?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm going to get right to the interview itself. How long have you been modeling for?
About 2 years now.
Okay. And what's your favorite part about modeling?
Get to meet new people, new places, different atmosphere, and just get accustomed to them all.
Okay, different atmospheres. I like that on there. Would you want to get out of this atmosphere and go to a different atmosphere on the planet?
Of course, I like to always wander around and never end up. You never know where you're gonna end up for real. So.
Definitely. Like, let's say, would you ever want to do like a fashion show in space? That's the next question.
Of course. Who wouldn't want to go to space?
Okay. Where in space do you want to go?
Where they want to take me for real. I'm not asking no questions when I hop in the shuttle.
You should be asking questions if you're going to be going on space, though. That's some questions of concern, like, okay, where is this shuttle safe? Is it going to get me from point A to point B? Am I going to go to which planet? Is it going to be Mars? Is it going to be Venus? Is it going to be Pluto? Pluto's on a planet apparently.
Well, as long as they bring me up and bring me down safely, hey, I could go wherever.
Okay. We're going to be walking. You're going to be walking in the middle of gravity right there. That would be fire, actually.
That would be good content.
That would be good content. Yeah, absolutely. If it ever happens, we'll make it happen there. If in one word, how do you describe like the madness of doing modeling casting?
You definitely got to be ready. You got to be ready to walk in front of everybody, be unique, be yourself, never be overwhelmed. Always walk in with a clear space and clear mind.
That's a good one. I like that clear space and clear mind there. And not everyone has that all the time, so it's good people need to have that. It's important to have that. You can't be just going around in chaos and going around with gravity all the time if you don't have a clear space and clear mind.
Yep, definitely.
Okay. And like, here's my last question because I want to respect your time, and this is a quick rapid fire interview on These Are Questions. If there's besides space, I know space is a destination, is there like a dream fashion show or a dream designer that you want to work with or be a part of in the future?
Definitely. I feel like I'll do really good in France and Rome and those type of places where they have long, skinny models just like myself. And just I'd love to be around the Balenciaga atmosphere, the Gucci's, really separate myself for where I'm at right now.
Oh, I like that. That's a good answer. I really like that on there. And I think we're just manifesting that there. And even the lights got on the guitar to show it, indicate, to be like, hey, this might actually happen. Yeah. So, and it's going to happen.
Yeah, manifest all the way.
Manifest it. And like years later, you're going to come back to this interview and be like, Steven, it actually happened. I'm here in France right now. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to preach. We're making it happen here on These Are Questions. Zeus, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for being part of the interview section.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Appreciate you. Let's go. Welcome to These Are Questions, the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. I'm your host, Stephen Rafferty, and I'm with two talented individuals in both the fashion and designing industries. Please welcome Darlene, and please welcome back again, third time, Mr. Style God, Quinn Cabby. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you for having me in for a third time.
Third time. I'll give you the rules of everything. He already knows it, so I'm going to ask the two of you a series of questions going to be based around your careers and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept the terms?
Yeah.
Great. I already know your answer because it's the third time already. So with that, let's get right into our quick interview. So, like, I'm going to start with ladies first. No offense. How did you get into modeling, and how long have you been modeling for?
Well, my mom used to be a runaway model.
Okay.
So when I was 3, she used to drag me everywhere with her. And then around like 8 years old, she just put me in pageantry. So I've just been doing pageantry and modeling ever since.
That's very cool. That's awesome there. Shout out to your mom on there.
Really cool, yeah. That is cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Did you start doing any pageantry in the past?
No, definitely not.
Would you would you want to design for a pageant?
Definitely not.
Okay, no? Any reason why?
Well, for me, I design clothes for myself, not for other people, so that wouldn't work for pageantry. Unless I enter the pageant.
Okay. Even if they give you like $1 million?
No.
$2 million?
No. There's no price on my designs. I want to be as exclusive as possible, so I gotta stay one-on-one.
Oh, okay. That's what makes the demand going in. You only work with the finest of the best. Only the exclusive people. I'm not the exclusive one here, apparently, which is fine. It's fine. I'm fine. We'll just be together here. It's just, no, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. You're an incredible designer there, and you're an incredible talent as well. And let me ask the two of you, in one word, how do you describe the chaos of being in a fashion casting?
Overwhelming.
Chaotic.
So you could say it's overwhelming chaoticism. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I made that word up. You heard me on there. Overwhelming chaoticism.
If you made it up, then it's a word.
That's right. Let me ask you, both of you own a dictionary?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Okay. There you go. Same here. So we can definitely make our own word and put it on the dictionary. So there we go. Put it in the dictionary. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's my tie. That's my tie with everything on there. As we're kind of wrapping, because I know we're getting closer to showtime, and I want to respect both you all's time. What's the best piece of advice that you can give for aspiring talents that want to go ahead and do all these different fashion shows from both the designer point of view and also from the talent point of view? Anyone can go. No pressure.
I would say as long as you're putting yourself out there and really getting yourself known, that's the best thing to do. Staying home and wishing is not going to help you. You need to get some action done and get out there.
So for me, I would say connection is key. You know, just get out there, no matter how many times you get rejected. But trust me, in one of those castings, you'll make some great connections. And, you know, it be the long-term connection that get you in some parties, shows, etc. Don't say I tell you. Kind of a secret.
It's just a little secret here for those that are watching and listening on the internet. That's going to go around the entire world. But that's okay. The ones that know, they know. They know. That's right. If you know, you know. Thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for part of These Are Questions for you the first time and for you the third time. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the two of you. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions. You can hear the live music and everything that's going on here at Fusion Fashion Art Week for Art Basel. I am with the one, the only, Ricky G.
Thank you, Stephen, for having me, man. It's an honor always to be here with you.
Absolutely, and I wanted to do this interview because we've done These Are Questions before, but we did it at a time where we couldn't meet in person, and now we're here in person here for Art Basel and to represent here These Are Questions. So thank you so much.
Absolutely, and thank you for having me, man. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. So let's get right into everything. You already know the rules. You already know about These Are Questions. Let me ask you, how's everything going for you?
Everything's going really good, man. This year's been a strong year for me in the art world, man. I've been doing a lot of shows, both fashion and art-wise.
And I've been seeing you running around like crazy doing different stuff. I want to ask, like, what is one of your favorite art shows that you've done this year?
Well, I did one last night at Audio Vision for Art Basel. Amazing. It was in a studio. Nothing but entertainers, music industry meets art world, and together collabing on creativity. So it's amazing.
Absolutely, and that's really cool that you're able to collab and work and connect with different artists and their artistic endeavors. And like, you're going to see it on the screen here, all of some of the amazing work that Ricky G has on display on tonight's show. It's so awesome to work and see with you. Let me ask, you know, as a sports fan, following up from our baseball question there, have you gotten to play any baseball this year?
No, nothing.
Do you want to play any baseball this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Why not? Maybe you could have an art piece that's like baseball theme, you know?
I actually did one.
Did you?
I did a headless baseball player.
Ooh.
Just the cap, the uniform, and him batting the ball.
Oh, I love that. Yo, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Maybe you could design it as like a game or something in the future, like headless baseball.
Oh, that would be dope.
That would be dope. That could be a name of a piece right there.
Yeah, that's an NFT for sure.
And let me ask you, have you ever had Reese's Pieces?
Yes.
Are they good?
Awesome.
Okay, good to know. I never had them.
No?
No, I'm just I have them. That's good. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. We're not sponsored by Reese's, but I wanted to ask that. They're pretty good. They're pretty good on there.
They are good.
They are good. They are good.
If you like peanut butter, you like them.
Yeah, if you like peanut butter, you like them. There you go. Do you want that on a T-shirt? I can put it on for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hook me up.
Oh, suit you up. That's awesome. That's awesome there. And like, you know, I got the privilege to interview you the first time, and I got to ask essentially about your career. But I want to follow up now as you're doing more and more shows and getting in the swing of everything. What's kind of the MO for Ricky G? What does he want to do next moving forward?
I just want to inspire people, man. I want to make the world a brighter place and shed a little light into the world. It's already cruel as it is, and there's not enough kindness. And we need it. You never know what somebody's going through, so bringing kindness to the world, that's what I'm all about. That's what my art's about, so.
And I agree. We need a little bit more as we can, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be all sunshine and rainbow all the time, but we can't be all cruel and miserable all the time either.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You do what you do, and you bring light into the world with what you're doing. The questions that you ask people, you really hit subjects that other people don't really hit in podcasts and stuff. And not to blow up the spot, but it's true. You're bringing a lot of light into the world. You're bringing kindness. You always show me love, so I'm appreciative of you.
and I appreciate you as well. And my light is just my light on the camera. That's what's bringing it up right. That's the bright that's bringing it right.
Man, it's the whole aura, man.
Thank you.
You're the man.
You're the man, man. That's why you're Ricky G, the one and only.
Oh, but you're Stephen Rafferty, man. Come on now.
Also the one and only.
One and only.
One and only on there. And let me ask, as a final up question there, if you had the chance to win the lotto, what would be the winning lottery ticket numbers?
2, 23, 16, 17, 51, 54.
You heard it here. That's the winning lotto numbers at some point. You never know. Maybe 20 years from now it might pull up. So, hey, you never know. You never know.
Buy crypto. Buy
crypto.
XRP's on fire.
You could do your own Bitcoin, you know?
Yeah.
You could do a Ricky G coin.
Ricky G coin.
Yeah. The G.
We'll start mining soon.
Oh, there you go. There you go on there. I really appreciate you, and I'm glad we're having this interview in person. And like, I always loved learning your story, learning your artworks, just seeing you move and do awesome things. And I wish you all the best with everything here tonight and in every future show you may have.
Likewise, man. I got nothing but love for you, man. And what you do, man, I just want to see you win. Right. All day.
All day. Let's go here on These Are Questions. Yo.
Let's go, man. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to These Are Questions, the interview show where I ask people questions. Exactly. Questions, comments, things. We're still in the Art Basel special. We're at the Red Dot Spectrum here. Red Dot Miami specifically. Red Spectrum shows from Miami here for Art Basel weekend. And we're going to have a lot more interviews for you. We're going to be interviewing all kinds of artists, performers, entertainers. You know the drill by now. But this is the Red Dot Spectrum, the specific Red Dot Spectrum Miami shows. As you can tell, it's been a lot in this show. I hope you're enjoying it. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions. This is the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And we are here at the Red Dot Spectrum shows here in Miami for Art Basel weekend, and I'm with a very talented artist who has a very unique backstory. Please welcome Jason Sauer.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really appreciate you stopping by the booth. That's really cool.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Your art definitely stood out to me a lot, and I want to get into everything in our interview today here on These Are Questions. But let me explain the rules of These Are Questions. Jason, I'm going to ask you a series of questions going to be based around your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid.
Okay.
You accept those terms?
I accept. Let's do it.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. So we're going to get right to our interview itself. You got this. You got this. I want to ask about your history and how you got into the creative arts and specifically your type of artistic style.
Well, all right. Well, thanks again for asking me. How I got into my artistic style, I kind of learned it from my childhood. My grandfather owned the junkyard and my mom was the art teacher, and I just kept doing it. And before I knew it, I was in the Army, and I had a professor while I was in college in the Army tell me that I was already making art, just keep doing this thing. So he stopped by just last night for the first time. He hasn't seen me in years. He flew all the way from Seattle to see me last night and congratulate me on all this effort. So he's been watching me for years making this work. So shout out to my man, John.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him there. I'm going to send it to him right when this episode does come out. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And thank you for your service. I do appreciate it there as well.
Yeah, go team.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, and like, you know, what got you involved with doing demolition art from what I'm seeing here? Like, what was kind of the backstory for it? And what's like the best feeling of, you know, besides like destroying a car, what's the best feeling of doing those demolition type pieces?
I got into it from my local fairgrounds when I was little. I could hear the demolition derby cars when I was in bed because they would run on a Thursday night. And I still had to go to school on a Friday, and I always wanted to be at the fairgrounds where I could hear the demolition derby cars being smashed. My grandfather had the tow truck, and he pulled the cars off the track, and it was a rite of passage. By 16, I had a demolition derby car. But I always had an artistic bent to it. I always wanted to paint it and make it interesting and fun. And then I wanted to do something with it when it was all over. So it's a fun way to make art. So I put the helmet on, I wrecked the car. You know, after I'm done wrecking the car, we cut the panels off, repaint them, run them over with an excavator one more time just for good measure, and then make sure they'll fit through a front door and stack them up, weld them.
I love the logic and like kind of the technicalness of just like preparing to break something and destroy something. I like the way your thought process is.
Yeah, it's fun to break stuff. All right, so we start here in Miami with a derby car that we bring to Wynwood Mural Fest, where we graffiti it out in the streets. And every year that cycle repeats. So, and within a few years, that car that we graffitied in the streets ends up as a sculpture right here in Miami. Thereby completing the cycle of art.
And you can see it here, just as one example here as the backdrop here in our interview section. It's beautiful in its own unique kind of story and also its own unique kind of like style itself. So it's pretty cool.
I appreciate that. I like making smash metal art. They say make art that you want to see. So if I walk into a museum and I saw this art, you would probably hear me yell out loud. I'd be like, that's it. That's what I want to see. You know, so I make what I want to see.
I love that. That's good advice on too. Make what you want to see. That makes a lot of sense there. And I'm going to keep with the demolition questions here because I want to ask you, like, have you ever decided to demolish a helicopter?
Oh, I would love to. No, but I've never been in it. You know, I mean, I think let's start with a motorcycle. That sounds pretty dangerous, and work our way up to helicopter. Yeah, no, I like helicopter. Like, that's dangerous.
Okay. I'm going to follow up with that. What about a submarine?
Oh, okay. Now, I would try that before the helicopter, I think. Okay. Yeah, at least the knowing that if I got an escape hatch. But, yeah, I would go head-to-head on a submarine.
Okay, and then my last one, what about a rocket ship?
Oh, head-to-head against another rocket ship?
Sure.
Oh, okay. I'd put a big Amish pointing on it, and I'd make sure I destroy that other rocket.
I love it. I love it. As a follow-up, if you ever had a reality TV show based on demolition, what would the name of the show be?
Well, it's called Track Shot Live. Thank you for asking.
Hey, good segue.
Yeah, that's right. You can check us out on the internet. We are the #1 live stream for all of Demolition Derby. We do 27 shows a year nationwide, all over America, and we smash cars. You can watch me be a character. I call myself Professor Derby, but it's because I lose a lot. I don't know. But you can watch us, Track Shot Live, man. Thanks for that.
Oh, very welcome. Good plug. Good subtle plug on there. And to follow up with a derby, have you ever hit a home run derby?
No, I have not hit a home run derby.
Would you want to?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Oh, my God. I would love to crack us some baseballs.
There you go. You can start with that. They have the rage rooms over there. You just get a baseball bat and just start swinging on stuff.
That's sweet. Hey, man, thank you.
No problem. I appreciate your time in this interview. I just have one more question I want to ask you before we wrap up our These Are Questions interview. And the question I want to ask is that if someone wants to get into demolition and someone wants to go in and destroy and just make these creative art pieces and really get into it, what's the best piece of advice you can give for aspiring, I guess, demolitionists?
Oh, you asked the right guy this question. It just so happened in the last 2 years we created the Most Wanted Fine Art class, which is a beginner's levels class. In the past 2 years, we've already sold 2 million tickets to this beginner's levels class all over America, so it's catching fire everywhere. So it's 1980s and newer cars. We're not really building them. It's basically what's in the Walmart parking lot. We're smashing each other and right in front of stadiums, and it's catching fire all over America. It's pretty rad.
Oh, I got to check it out at some point now. That's pretty cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're getting my neighborhood involved. I'm from inner city Pittsburgh, so we have my friends are all Demolition Derby drivers now, and it's pretty cool. And we're getting local musicians and rappers, so you can check out on NPR. We just took Fed the God to a Demolition Derby, and he's a rapper from Pittsburgh, and you can hear his story, and it's really well done. You know?
That's awesome. Well, I'm definitely going to check that out. I'm going to check out all of your different works and projects, and I just want to say, Jason, thank you so much for taking the time to interview here on These Are Questions. Greatly appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of the Red Dot Miami show tonight.
Oh, I'm stoked. High five.
Yeah. Another one. There we go. Right there on camera. That's it. Love it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Great sport.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good team.
Go team. Go team. Go team demolition. Yo. My name is Stephen Rafferty. You're watching / listening to These Are Questions. It's the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And we're here at the Red Dot Miami Spectrum shows here for Art Basel weekend, and I'm with an incredible artist. Please welcome Maximilian Rojas.
Thank you so much. Thank you for spotlighting us. You know, we're very excited to be here at the Spectrum show. It's highlighting a brand new type of medium, a different, very different type of art. We definitely would love to show it to you.
Absolutely. We'd love to show it here on this episode of These Are Questions, and we're going to get right into our interview as we're going to showcase everything here. Max, I'm going to ask you a series of questions going to be based around your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
Definitely, definitely.
Cool. If you didn't accept it, we wouldn't be able to do this interview. So here we go. So we're going to get right into our interview itself. So thanks again for being a part of the show. I really do appreciate it for our Art Basel compilation special. I want to ask, how did this all start? This is an incredible artwork, first off, but how did everything all just start for you?
It started as a dream. You know, the artist, Michael, he's from Brazil, and he's also an art collector. And so he would go to a lot of these shows, and he'd see a lot of prints, see a lot of the same thing, and he said, I want to create something that I would put in my house, you know, whatever it would be, like something pop, you know, something controversial, something that sparks an emotion, and then the dream arose from that. He started with one piece and just creating these masterpieces using a very unique technique of using jelly roll pens that have glitter in them, but they also have a different sense of highlights like fluorescent yellows, fluorescent blues that really make the art pop. As you can see here, here you have a nice fluorescent green. So when you highlight it with a nice UV light, it really comes to life. You have to look at these pieces in detail because they have tremendous amount of detail using different patterns from squares to circles to triangles. This one's more of a triangle, but you have a nice shine. So they're definitely conversation pieces, and that's what he was looking to do, you know, spark an emotion, spark a conversation. I mean, if you take a look at this one over here.
And I'll go to the other side just to show here. Show on there.
So this one right here, this one really sparks controversy. It highlights the human trafficking epidemic. So, you know, you see it.
I'm gonna come off. That's okay.
It's not for everybody. You know, some people love it, and they would hang this in their gallery or in their store or even in their home. I mean, it's tremendous amount of detail, and it also has, you know, some of those highlights that I was telling you about. You know, this one here is a soldier coming back from war, navy blue. He's very patriotic, so, you know, he wants to give props to our troops. This is for the kids. You know, he put together a Disney character. Everybody knows The Little Mermaid. It has tremendous amount of shine. I think, oh, actually, you can't see it.
Well, I'm going to put it, what I'm going to do, for the viewers here, I'm going to put it into each segment there. You're going to see all the different cool art pieces that are featured here in this gallery exhibition. So no worries on there. Awesome. But I love the way that you describe everything, and I love the detail and attentiveness to all these different pieces. Like when I zoom in, and you're going to see it here, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see how incredibly detailed these hand-drawn portraits and fine art is really displayed. And I don't mean to say that lightly. Like, I mean it. Like, this is incredible artwork. I'm not going to lie. This is some of my favorite pieces I've seen in a long time. And this is someone that's done a lot of artistic endeavors and a lot of different art pieces. So this is incredible for you and your team.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're getting tremendous amount of great positive feedback. We're selling, you know, we're showing these to different galleries, talking to them, you know, working together, collaborating. You know, we're all for collaboration. So you could find us on lingua.art. Check out all our pieces. We have over 35 pieces in the arsenal. They didn't all make it today, but if you check us out online, you could see we have some Taylor Swift, we have Jay-Z, we have Angelina Jolie. We have a lot of other really cool pieces, you know, for you to put in your home.
I love it. And let me see if I can give you some suggestions, like some different ideas. And you tell me if this would be justified to create a portrait for a different item. So let me tell you, what about a cheese doodle?
A cheese doodle, that would be cool. You know, you could put some yellow highlights in there, you know, take a bite out of the corner. You know, I think the artist wants to create something for everybody. So a cheese doodle, I mean, everybody loves cheese doodles.
That's true. Let me ask the second one. Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, that's definitely on the list. You know,
okay.
To do. Definitely on the list to do. You know, Michael Jordan is an icon, and you know, putting together different icons like the Donald Trump that we have. You know, Mary. We have a Jesus. We have a Jay-Z. You know, these are icons in the United States and even worldwide that are very recognizable, that people love, and you know, they would hang in their home.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as the last one, what about SpongeBob?
Definitely SpongeBob. You know, we love SpongeBob SquarePants. You know, he lives in the sea. We love the sea. We have some pieces, you know, of people underwater. Definitely, you know, water pieces give you, you know, two different levels. I mean, he loves to experiment with water pieces that we can actually show you today. We got some pretty cool ones.
Yeah, we're definitely going to show it here on there. And I just want to ask, as we kind of conclude our interview, and I thank you for taking the time to speak with me today on today's episode. The last question I want to ask is that if someone wants to get into this type of art, artistic style, and someone wants to get in and start creating these pieces, what's the best piece of advice you can give for an aspiring artist?
You know, I think his methods are so complicated. I mean, it takes a lot of work, a lot of preparation. It's a lot of detail. When you look at these pieces with a magnifying glass, you'll see it. They take hours to weeks to months, depending on the richness. So, you know, I would say be patient, you know, get creative, and, you know, go to town. You know, you gotta start today.
That's it. You just got to start today.
You just got to start. You know, put your creativity to the mat. You know, get in there, get in the ring. You know, a lot of people talk the talk. You know, this artist, he said, I want to create something that I would put in my home. I'm tired of all these prints out there. They dilute the value. These are all original, one-of-one pieces, so they actually grow in value. No one else is going to have the same piece that you have. And, you know, the goal is to someday sell for millions and millions of dollars worldwide.
And that's it. That's the way to go. That's the way to do it.
Yes.
So thank you so much for taking the time, Max. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate the love. I thank you so much for stopping by. You know, and you can find us on lingua.art. Check us out on Instagram. You know, my name is Max Rojas. I work on the business side of it. So if anybody wants to do collaborations, any galleries, you know, want to host some of our art, put together a deal, we're all for it. You know, we're business-minded professionals and creators, and we look forward to collaborating.
Absolutely, absolutely. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions. It's the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And we are here at the Red Dot Miami Spectrum Shows for Art Basel weekend, and I'm with an amazing artist. Please welcome Wai Ching.
Hi, so my name is Wai Ching, and I am a full-around artist.
You are a multi-talented artist, and it's been great seeing you and develop your works. We've known each other for quite a bit, and I'm excited to interview you on These Are Questions.
Hi, yes.
Yes. So I'm going to get right to the interview. Wai Ching, I'm going to ask you a series of questions going to be based around your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
Definitely.
Okay, great. So let's get right into our interview itself. So how long have you been an artist for?
So I just started painting since 2017. I also write script.
Yes, and it's funny, too, because how we met, I didn't know you were an artist originally. How we met was actually through a modeling casting. Remember that? We met in a casting a long time? Yes. And then I found out later on that you did all this amazing art pieces, which I'm going to show in our episode, which is crazy.
Yeah, so I just started modeling over a year ago.
Over a year ago. And, like, with the art and with the modeling, would you be able to do like a hybrid show where you do modeling and art together?
Definitely. I show some of my artwork on fashion show, but most of the time fashion show would prefer me to either do modeling or being an artist.
Okay, makes sense on there. You got to pick and choose in between. It's hard to do both at the same time.
Correct.
Yeah, definitely there. And like, you know, can you talk about kind of like your first original piece that you like created way back ago, and talk about how it relates to your more recent pieces that you've made?
So basically how I started painting is because at the time I was bored, and I hated puzzle. So in my mind it's like, I want to give myself a challenge. I will create 1,000 pieces of painting as a puzzle. That's how I started.
My goodness, 1,000 pieces puzzle? Wow, I couldn't even build like a 10-piece puzzle, let alone a 1,000-piece puzzle. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I did. From 2017 till 2019, I created 1,000 pieces of painting on canvas. And then after that, I started drawing because I ran out of room. And I just show up as an artist 2 years ago to show my work and show myself.
Makes sense on there. And like, what's your favorite type of art style to create?
I don't really have a favorite. It's like a revolutionary role, so it evolved. Like at the beginning, I fill up my canvas a lot, and then after that, it's more like simplicity style, and then the line work.
Which, like I said, we're going to show it here in the episode, but that's very cool. That's really cool. And is there like an art style that you haven't done but you want to get into in the future?
Yes, definitely. The art style that I really want to get into is to have my line work to become 3D. It's like an installation. That's my ultimate goal. It will be very, very cool, more than 3D and 4D.
Ooh, okay, that's really cool. And as a follow-up to that, do you have a pair of 3D glasses?
No.
Do you want a pair of 3D glasses?
Definitely.
Would you want a pair of 4D glasses?
Sure.
Okay. I'll make sure to send you a copy of a 3D and hopefully a 4D pair of glasses if I can find one.
Cool.
Cool. You're cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Let me just ask this one last question here on These Are Questions. For aspiring artists, what's the best piece of advice you can give for someone that wants to go into their creative craft?
So first of all, when you want to go creative, you got to let it go, be free, and at the same time, make sure don't expect, because being an artist and following your dream is harder than anything you would do in your life.
That's good advice. That's actually really good advice. If you really want to do this, you got to make sure because it's a commitment. Correct. All right. Well, I want to respect your time. I know you're very busy, but thank you so much for taking the time to interview here on These Are Questions. I'm going to showcase all the art pieces and showcase your stuff, and I wish you all the best with everything.
Thank you.
Bye.
Peace.
Let's go. Bye-bye, everyone. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions. This is the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And today we are here at the Red Dot Spectrum Miami shows for Art Basel weekend, and I'm with an incredible artist. Please welcome Haley Jane.
Why, thank you. Sorry, I lost my voice. I don't normally sound like this. I know my voice sounds like a man right now. It's all raspy, but I'm not. I'm just kidding.
I have no comment on it. I ain't gonna say nothing on it. I'm the guy that just asks questions. That's all.
But yeah, my name is Haley Jane. I'm from Sacramento, California. I brought all my art in a 400-pound crate all the way out here. It's been a great week, making some sales, and yeah, I'm really excited to be here.
And what better way to be here, being in South Florida and being in Miami for Art Basel. And I know it's going to be a fantastic show. It already has been, so it's going to be great. We're going to get right into our interview itself, Haley. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. You're making me laugh out here. It's fine. I'm going to keep it in the moment. I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
I'm like, uh-oh.
No pressure.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. You said it. You said it on there. If you said no, we wouldn't be able to. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. You're nervous. It's fine. We're going to get right into our interview itself. So thank you so much for taking the time to be a part of These Are Questions. I really appreciate it. I want to ask more about your history and how you got into the artist space and what got you into creating all these different awesome, cool pieces.
Well, I've been an artist since I was a little girl. My parents said that if I didn't have pen and paper, I'd draw all over my body, and they were worried I was going to be like a tattoo artist, and they're like really conservative, so that was like shocking to them. Yeah, I've just always been different, and I've always wanted to express like my creativity and who I am through art. And the art that I brought here is actually like 2 different collections that I blended together. One is a music-themed one, kind of like eclectic of different items that, we used to use in the past, like VHS tapes, records, album covers, stuff like that, and I'll incorporate them into my art because it just represents like how times have changed over the years. Like we don't even like use VHS tapes anymore. Now it's all digital streaming. So it's kind of like, what do they call it? Like upcycling, instead of recycling.
Kinda like that,
yeah. So, and it's putting it into something really fun and like a painting that, people can just look at and be like, wow, like I used to have to rewind every time I wanted to watch a movie. Like,
Wait, you still don't rewind? I still do that.
be kind, rewind.
Be kind, rewind. That could be on a shirt right there.
Right.
And I'm just saying.
But yeah, and then I also brought my plaster art series. So I'm also a sculptor, so I do like pottery, stuff like that. And so I wanted to put the pottery kind of theme into an actual like wall hanging because it's hard to ship pottery pieces. So I came up with a plaster mixture that I could put, actually do 3-dimensional art pieces like on canvas. So I brought those kind of items too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So multi-talented in various different creative arts. That's cool.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And you talked about blasting. You talk about all these different kind of tools. Would you be able to use those same tools in these different environment locations? So I'm going to give you a few different locations. I want you to see if you can use those blasting tools.
What kind of tools? What are you talking about?
With your 3D sculpting tools.
Okay.
Okay? So, I'm going to give you the first one. Could you do it in the middle of a soccer match?
I don't think I could use a paintbrush in a soccer match, but I could use my hands.
There you go. Good.
I might not. I think when you're in a soccer match, aren't you not supposed to use your hands though?
I can't confirm. I can't confirm or deny.
Use your feet.
Apparently, maybe that's why it's called football. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
So maybe I couldn't even use my hands either.
Well, let's follow up. Could you use it in a paintball match?
Definitely.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, oh, she said it right there. You were just like, yes, yeah. Oh, definitely. Not soccer, football, but paintball.
Right.
Yeah. What about a boxing match?
Yeah, I mean, I got hands. You don't want to see these hands. These
Oh,
hands.
could you use it on the Incredible Hulk? Since it's about hands.
I don't know. He's pretty big.
He is pretty big.
I gotta. Excuse me. Oops, sorry, bleep.
It's okay.
I would have to get him.
If
when he's
you
not looking.
if you want to give me a hard time, just bleep away. Just a sense of just swear away. Let's go.
Yeah, I would have to sneak up on him. So.
It's okay. When people do swear on the show, I usually do the text box, like from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. So go away. It'll be great. It'll be good.
But yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And I do. I wanted to just. I was just curious on there. And speaking of curious, have you ever watched Curious George?
I think I did. I kind of remember it. I don't know. The monkey with the creepy man with the raincoat.
Yes.
He's a little creepy. If I saw that guy walking down the street with his creepy raincoat and the monkey, I probably would run or harass him and ask him what the hell he's doing.
And when you put it that way, in children's entertainment,
It's
a little sus.
Yeah, it's a little sus.
Yeah. And to follow up with terms of modern day, do you know what brain rot is?
Brain rot? Yeah. Is that when like your mind is just like completely gone? Yeah, I see. I'm from California, and there's a lot of those, especially in like San Francisco. Just see them walking around everywhere.
Oh, those are fighting words right there.
Yeah.
People that are listening and watching in San Francisco.
I mean, hey, that's where I'm from, so.
That's true. You
Yeah,
can say
I'm
it.
from San
You're
Francisco.
from
Well,
there.
I mean, I'm from East Bay, which is like Walnut Creek. They don't have too many over there, but downtown San Francisco, yes, they do.
Okay. Oh, good to know. Good to know. All writing this down, jotting it down on there. And going back with the artistic side, I see a lot of your pieces are very musically inspired. Who are some of your favorite musical artists, and like what gets you inspired to create some of these different types of pieces?
That's hard because I have a lot of favorite artists. I do love Aaliyah. Aaliyah's, she had amazing music. I love Missy Elliott. I like a lot of new artists. Michael Jackson, I mean, he's like a legend. You can't go wrong with him, of course. Let me think. Who else? Like new artists, I love Brent I don't know how you pronounce his last name. It's like Fayez. I love his music like so much. And Thames, I love Thames. I paint to them a lot. Sade. I love her. I used to paint to her all the time. So I like a lot of different stuff, like R&B, hip hop, rap. I guess it's called down tempo kind of music.
Okay,
Yeah, I like that kind of
Gets you
stuff.
Gets you ready to
Yeah.
Gets you ready to be in the right focus, right headspace.
Yeah, exactly. Something calm, relaxing. You can just vibe out to.
Absolutely. That's cool. I like that I got to pick your brain a little bit, minus the brain rot part of it. To pick your brain into knowing some of the kind of musical influences that you have with your art pieces. And I want to respect your time. I know it's very busy here, and I want to make sure you're doing well with the show. I just have.
Why you stop me from making sales? Rude. No, I'm just kidding.
I asked consensually.
I'm kidding.
You
I'm
agreed
kidding.
to it.
I know. I'm just messing with
You're all good. I just want to ask one last question here on these here questions. You're making me laugh. It's fine. One last question here, and these are questions I want to ask you. And the question I want to ask is that for inspiring artists that want to get in and actually go into all these different art forms, but also want to go on the business side and make sales and be profitable in that sense, what's the best piece of advice that you can give for aspiring talents and artists that want to go into this wacky but rewarding industry?
Man, that's a long question because
that's why I said this is the last.
I mean, shoot, like they have this saying, starving artists. Basically, you won't be like famous, make money until you die. I actually have a very funny story. Like when I first was starting to get into like the business side of art, my dad was like, Sotheby's, like the art auction place. He just called just to inquire, just to see like how they work, like with bringing new artists on. And he was like, yeah, my daughter is an artist. And the first thing they said is, she a living artist? And he was like, yeah, she's alive. I was like, and I was listening to this conversation. I'm just like, oh my God, like that's kind of crazy that they would say something like that. Like, so I don't know. I feel like it's designed to like not help emerging artists, you know, and like the whole system of like, oh, you'll be famous when you die, or you'll be successful when you die. That's. I feel like we need to push back on that, you know, like fight that narrative so that artists can have a chance. They can think like, okay, well, I have a talent. Like, how do I start? Like, this is impossible. Like, most artists think that. They don't know where to start. They think it's impossible, and so they don't do it. And there's a lot of amazing, talented artists that slip through the cracks, and they never get to fulfill their purpose or walk in their purpose. So I don't know. I feel like upcoming artists, they have to just go all in and take that risk and not let fear stop them, because you're not going to ever be able to do anything if you don't try.
Wise words, and very true. It really is. It really is. Not easy. Can be very rewardable, but there's a lot of pros and cons, challenges and difficulties being in this industry.
Oh, yeah. A lot.
Mm-hmm. No question.
Most times I'm like, why did I do this? My God, why was I blessed with these talents? Couldn't I be like a basketball player and like make millions?
That's what I was saying. We put the soccer match, we put the boxing match, we put paintball, we go with basketball. I'm just giving an alternative career option.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be a basketball player anytime soon.
Never say never.
I'm a little short.
Same.
Can't jump. I'm white.
Your words, not mine. But on a positive and on a final note, Haley, thank you so much for taking the time to be a part of These Are Questions. I really appreciate it. I wish you all the best here today for Red Dot and also for any future shows you may have, artistically speaking. And I love your pieces. You've done some incredible work, and I wish you all the best with everything.
Okay. Now, when you're walking around, if you see any rich people, send them my way. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
I can do a lot of things in the form of questions. Can I guarantee that? Well, only one way to find out on These Are Questions. All righty.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
Bye. Awesome. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions. This is an interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And today, in our Art Basel special, we're at the Red Dot Miami Spectrum shows. I'm interviewing various artists and media professionals, and I have a very talented photographer here. Please welcome Paul Vivens.
Hey, what's up, you guys? What's up, Stephen?
Not much. How you doing?
Hey, good, man. Okay. You got me in here today, so I'm appreciative. Yeah. So I'm having a good time.
And I appreciate being a part of These Are Questions.
Oh, of course.
So we're going to get right into our interview itself.
Absolutely.
Paul, I'm going to ask you a series of questions going to be based around your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid.
Love that.
You love it? Okay, do you accept those?
I accept.
Perfect. We're going to get right into our interview itself. So we met at a casting, and you were taking actually photography for some of the interviews that are featured in this Art Basel special. So it's kind of like a little foreshadowing behind the scenes kind of deal. I want to know more about how you got into photography and what was your interest behind that, learning that subject matter.
Yeah, absolutely. So my dad was a photographer. Okay. So I grew up seeing him out. We'd go on beach trips. He'd be shooting sunrises and piers and whatnot. He was like a landscape architecture photographer. So always saw him. His prints were always in our household. So, and then in high school, I took photography in high school, and I didn't think much of it back then, didn't think there was money in it and stuff like that. And then I moved to I'm from North Carolina. I moved to California in 2013. Being exposed to just new scenes and just new cultures and everything, I was just like, wow, I need to really buckle down and actually do this. And so moving to California really, and then also this is the same time where Instagram was kind of becoming more of mainstream, and so early Instagram, and so I was just like, man, I could really make a life with this. So I just started shooting anything and everything I could. So yeah, man, and then here we are today.
We are today. Not bad being here at Art Basel, one of the biggest shows in the entire world. So that's pretty cool.
Absolutely, man. This is my 6th year out here doing this.
Wow, 6 years.
Yes, sir. Yep. So.
And how do you define your photographic style?
That's a good question. I would say I kind of blend, portraiture with landscape almost. So I like to, shoot beauty that tells a story, if that makes sense. So I like to really blend two different styles together, because landscape was my original style, and then I kind of got into the fashion space and shooting portraits and outfits and stuff like that. But I like to use the environment to tell a story about the outfit or the person, So
Interesting, very cool on there. If you had to pick an environment that you haven't shot in yet, what environment would you want to shoot potentially a talent or a landscape for?
Ooh, that's interesting. Wow, okay.
No pressure.
Of course. You know what? So I live in Southern California now. I live near the desert, but I don't do a lot of the desert shooting. I do I do a lot of coastal or urban environments. The desert, like where you see the sand dunes, where it's just like clean sand. I love like earth tones, and so I want to shoot more desert scenes. That's something I don't do much of.
You can do it like, because obviously the heat's the big factor, but like, and also potentially dying because you're in a desert.
true.
But, like you could do like early morning as the sun rising where the temperature's not as hot with a talent, or even just going out for landscape, and kind of take some stuff on there. I was just in Arizona recently, and like I didn't take any crazy photography, but I took just some shots of the mountains, just the landscape, and it is unique. It is different. So like you could definitely play around with that idea.
Definitely.
Now you got to do it. Now it's on record. You got to do it.
Yeah, I have to. Yep. Who wants to shoot?
There you go.
Find me.
There you go. Find Paul. Find Paul on there. And when I follow up, would you want to do a dessert shoot?
Dessert? Yes. Heck yeah, dessert shoot. Let's go.
There you go. You got to find it. You got to find a talent that wants to do it.
All right. Dessert. Chocolate melted everywhere.
In the desert.
In the desert, of course.
There you go.
Deserts and desserts.
Deserts and desserts. This is the name of the
like that. Yes.
There you go. See, this is welcome that these are ideas. I mean, questions. You know what I mean? We're just giving different ideas, different things.
Brilliant.
I love it there. And like, I really enjoy our interview so far, and it's cool learning about what you do. And like, is there like a dream talent, a dream camera, or a dream scenario that you want to take your photography to?
Yeah, so I do combat sports myself. I wrestle, I box.
Wait a minute, hold on. Are you wrestling? You box?
Yes, sir. Okay. And so I've been wanting to get more into the MMA, UFC space. Like I know current guys in UFC, and so I want to branch into that market more so. I've shot with these guys before, but getting paid to do it is kind of what I'm working towards.
Yeah, that's a challenge.
Working in the combat sports space is kind of like where I want to, the commercial combat sports space is kind of where I want to push myself into.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty cool. I did not know that you did wrestling, you did boxing there. I know a few boxing photographers, a few wrestling-related photographers. I trained as a wrestler a long time ago. I don't claim to be a pro wrestler, but I did do training. It's been well documented there. So that's cool. If you had a dream boxing match, let's say boxing, right? Who would be your two fighters you would put? And they don't have to be boxers.
Right.
Who do you want to see two people in a boxing ring?
So two guys fighting each other?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And it doesn't have to be boxers. Just two people. It could be fictional characters. I don't know. Who do you want to see in a boxing match?
Okay, so Popeye. Popeye. Okay, so we're going to do Popeye and Mickey Mouse. Them two boys right there.
I don't think Disney's going to let the property go with Mickey Mouse.
Maybe not then.
So so Popeye versus Mickey Mouse in a boxing match. That would be kind of wild. I don't know how it would be possible, but we could be. You never know.
You said they could be fictional, so I went for it.
No, I get it there.
Popeye's got those forearms, so I feel like he could do some damage.
Oh, he could. He got the spinach going on. He goes in with the gun.
Yeah, absolutely. You know how it is.
You know how it is. There you go. And that's good to know. And I want to ask, as we're getting towards the end of our These Are Questions interview, I want to know, like, for aspiring photographers, and they want to go out, and they want to travel and do all these different events, and they want to have these different experiences there, what's the best piece of advice you can give to them?
Man, just shoot every day. Just get out there and just freaking become a master in your craft. And they always say, photographers always say to specialize in one particular avenue. I don't necessarily always believe in that, you know what I mean? Because specializing is great, becoming, a specialist is always brilliant. Yeah. But, it kind of puts you in one avenue that you can't explore other things, and I'm all about exploring other avenues. So just keep shooting, shoot anything, try everything, do everything. Do anything for free to get your foot in the door, and also to make connects and stuff like that. So I always say there's nothing wrong with shooting for free and building a portfolio with that. So that's what we all did, right? So just shoot every day. That's what I did for many years. I would literally take my camera out every single day and just shoot. It's been more than 10 years since I've been shooting. So I've gotten to the point where I just leave my camera at home now and I just enjoy. But when you're starting out, every day, bring your camera, no matter where you go.
And it's definitely, I don't want to say it's start paying your dues, but you got to start somewhere, and that's how you practice and build and get better at the craft. You got to take it out like every day and just do, even if it's like 10 minutes of shoot, just to practice, get used to your settings, get used to your camera, and then over time you start building more and more to where you can be selective, where you could get paid work, where you could get all these opportunities, but you got to start somewhere.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right, well, I want to respect your time. I don't think this is going on.
Yes, sir. Of course, man.
Thank you so much for being part of the interview, Paul. I appreciate it.
Steven, you're the man, dude. It's a pleasure meeting you.
We're the team, dream team here.
go.
You're going to be in the UFC. I'm going to still ask stupid questions, so we're going to make it happen.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it. There we go. You've been watching / listening to These Are Questions. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions. This is the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And I'm here at the Red Dot Spectrum Miami shows for Art Basel weekend. You can hear the music and hear the vibes going. I'm with an incredible artist. Her artwork is displayed back here. Please welcome the one and only Shannon Kay.
Hi, how are you doing?
You can take it if you want. It's all right. Take it.
Hi, my name is Shannon. My name is Shannon Kay, and I'm an artist based out of St. Petersburg, Florida. Down here in Miami at Red Dot, just showing some of my art.
And now I'm back in the interview. Yes, welcome to the show, Shannon. I really appreciate taking the time to interview here on These Are Questions. I'm going to get right into the interview itself. I'm going to ask you a series of questions going to be based around your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
Yes, I do.
Awesome, awesome. Let's get right into the interview itself. So let me ask, what got you into the creative arts? How did you become an artist? And how long you've been doing your art pieces for?
So I've always done art my whole entire life. Started with photography since I was a kid. I wanted to do fashion photography, very sexy, elegant stuff. And then I realized I didn't like people in my creative process. I didn't want to have a whole team. And then I started teaching myself how to paint when I was bored during 2020, during COVID. And I was like, wait, it's just me and the canvas. Like that, I have no one else to tell me like what to do in my creative direction. So I really enjoyed that. Ended up being really good at it naturally as well. So I just fell in love with it. And it kind of goes along with my same style that I paint. Very sexy women, like just like very elegant, but still tasteful.
And that's the way to do it. Elegance by taste is very important there. And there's someone that does photography and also does a lot of fashion photography. So you have to find a fine line of professional elegance and then trying to not go into too risque. You know,
exactly.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, exactly. I try not to do too like erotic and like extra, but like still have those like elements of like, oh wait, I'm looking at a butt. Like sometimes it takes you a little while to look at it, and you're like, oh, okay, now I see what it is.
And, you know, we were talking previously before we started the official interview, and you were mentioning about that you had a food-specific art series. Would you like to describe what you told me a little bit about your food series?
Yeah, so I still use my photography in my process, and I have a whole series where I put food on different body parts. So, like, I have a pizza on my friend's butt. I have a cherry up there. I don't know if you can see it on my friend's butt as well. Like, I do different foods and, like, different elements of the body part to kind of, like, accentuate it at the same time. But tasteful. People like food. People like bodies. So kind of goes hand in hand.
Yes, people like bodies. That's how it goes. Makes sense, man.
Yeah. I enjoy it. It's fun for me.
And you get the combined elements of both the photography side and the artistic side in creating these tasteful / sensual kind of pieces. So it stands out in its own right.
Yeah. Say what was the question again?
Oh, not a question. I was just agreeing with you. Just agreeing. Tasteful and sensual and that kind of elements on there. And like, let me ask you this as a fun question here. If you ever had to create a restaurant, what type of restaurant would you create, and what would be the theme of it?
Oh, honestly, sweets. I've had the biggest sweet tooth. It would be all like, very like, honestly, probably sweets all over the place. That's my favorite.
Okay. Let's follow up. What's your favorite sweet?
Oh, chocolate, all day.
What kind of chocolate?
Any kind.
Is that why you're interviewing me?
Milk chocolate's my favorite.
Sorry, I said, wow, that was bad.
It's like I have to take
it. It was a cop.
Too easy.
But okay, milk chocolate. That's good.
Yeah, milk chocolate.
Are you Hershey's? Are you Crunch Bar? Like what? Reese's. Okay.
Peanut butter with chocolate, can't go wrong.
I asked another artist, Ricky G, in this compilation special for Art Basel. I asked him if he ever had Reese's Pieces. I'm gonna ask the same question. Did you ever have Reese's Pieces before?
Oh, of course. Every version of Reese's Pieces.
Every version?
Every version of Reese's. They have so many different versions, like, but they still make it taste so good.
You've had it at every single version, even around the world. Is that what you're claiming?
No. You know how they make like different ones, like Take 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just obsessed.
Have you ever? Let me ask as a follow-up and a more sweet question here. Have you ever had a whatchamacallit bar?
No.
Oh, you should have one.
Absolutely.
You gotta have one.
I'll try it once.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's so good. You call it whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit? I've never had that.
Yeah, you can get it in stores. It's good.
Okay.
And it's
feel
from
like
I will put it
I'm
on.
Googling that
You're gonna after this interview, you're gonna Google it and you're gonna be like, oh, he wasn't joking.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Now I need to try it.
Yeah, it is not even a super question. It's an actual product.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Exactly. It's very shocking.
Good marketing.
Let me ask: Is there? If you ever had superpowers, would you want to have the power to shock people?
Honestly, I love this question, and my answer to this question is always the same. I want the superpower to like immediately kind of look at someone and know what they're like, not every deepest, darkest secrets, but like their past history and like what they've done, what they do, but like on a very like not super level official area, but like I'm just like so interested in people, and when I see them, I'm like, you don't know who you're walking by every day. So like I like to get to know people, so that would be my superpower.
Being emphatic and just getting to know different people.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely there. And like I appreciate our time here on These Are Questions, and I'm almost with our interview because I want to make sure I give you a respectable time here. For talent that really want to go into the process of not just creating these unique pieces, but also creating some of the pop art pieces that we have here. What's like one of the best pieces of advice and the best tools to create all these different works?
Honestly, just having to figure out what the medium does and just practicing, just trial and error, just like focusing on what your mediums like give you. Like with acrylics, I do a lot of oil as well, realism, and with oil like you get a lot more blending. With acrylics, it's fast drying, so it's like just keep finding your style and like different mediums that you want to achieve that look, and just like keep going. Honestly,
it really is. You just keep going and see what happens.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. Don't give up at all. I just have one more question I want to ask you on These Are Questions. And the question I want to ask is that I don't know if you're into like raves or music or anything that's like heavy.
Absolutely.
Oh, you are? Okay, perfect.
EDM all the way.
Okay. If you had to display your artworks in any EDM festival around the world, which one would you put and why?
Burning Man for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Burning Man for sure, just because it's already like a very artsy festival and people kind of go there to look at the art. And obviously it's a huge festival for 2 weeks, 2 weekends, so a lot of good exposure, a lot of good people, more my kind of people, very humble and like grounded. So I feel like that should just be my vibe with my art. That's one of my dreams. It's gonna happen one day.
It's already manifesting here on These Are Questions.
It's already happening. Time just hasn't caught up yet.
Oh, you can say that time is burning.
Yeah, there you go. Time is burning. Yeah.
And I'm a man that asks the burning questions.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of this show. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Best of luck with everything.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty. I'm with a very talented artist. We're living in her world. Please welcome Giovanna.
Hi. Hola. Buenos. I don't know what time it is. Buenos tardes.
Buenos tardes. I don't even know what planet I'm in at the moment because I have the intro and I have the audience here. So shout out to the audience and everyone there. Hello. Woo, woo, woo. I'm going to get right into the interview itself. Giovanna, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. It's going to be based around your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
I do.
Cool. Awesome. Going to get right to the interview itself. And feel free. Do you have any stupid questions you would like me to ask for her? Any question you want. Yes.
What is the main material you're using for your art?
Oh, I'm so mixed media. I'm such an abstract girl. Whatever is around me, I will grab. I will put it on canvas. If it's a color that I like, I will make it work.
What is your biggest inspirations?
God, Mother Nature, just life in itself. I like embracing life.
What is your next art?
My next art? Well, okay, I'll say after this weekend, I definitely am inspired to create my own mannequin bodies. So that will probably be my next medium to play around with. Yeah.
Good question. Good questions on here. Awesome job. And I appreciate it. You could just take my job as interviewer. You already have it. You already have it. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the audience for the segue there as I'm going along with this interview compilation. I want to know more about how you got into your art and what made you get inspired to be an artist.
Well, when I lived in Colombia, my first school was a private art school, and it had a farm also.
Farm, okay.
Yeah, so I got early introduction to art and also just nature itself. Like I learned how to milk a cow when I was like 5, so.
I do not know how to milk a cow. I don't even know how to.
Squeeze it in, you
Oh. Okay.
go up and you squeeze it down.
Learning on These Are Others, on These Are Questions here, and I learned something new today. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And ever since then, I've always had art as like my go-to playtime.
I love it there.
Till this day.
To this day. And you can clearly see with all the art pieces that you've created, you're very talented in your various mediums. And I want to know, like, is there a medium of art that you haven't tried but want to try to in the future?
I want to try the violin.
Violin art.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I want to try the violin. Like I said, like music is the only thing I don't do. So I would think that I feel like in a different lifetime, I definitely play the violin. So I feel like if I try it out now, I might just be naturally good at it. I mean, we'll find out.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, you're right. I got to buy a violin.
You gotta buy a violin. I mean, you're at an art show, but you never know. You could find something here at the Red Dot Spectrum show.
You never know.
You never know. You found me.
Yeah, I did.
Mhm.
I found this gem over here.
Oh, thank you. The gem that it couldn't do his intro right, but yes, a gem nonetheless.
Oh, no, it's a perfect intro.
It's the best intro. It's your intro. It's one of a kind.
Oh,
Just like you. One of a kind.
authentic.
Authentic. Real. Never duplicated, often imitated, but there's only one and only.
Oh, one of one.
One on one. One of one. What's the best piece of advice you can give to aspiring artists that want to get into these shows, that want to display their works and become the artists that they know internally they can be?
Keep going, but it's not about, I would say it's not about money, it's about passion. So if you're in this for the sake of making a quick buck, that's not what it is. It's all about getting your expression out and honoring God also, because without God, we wouldn't know what creation is, and without creation, we wouldn't be artists today.
Unique words, wise words from you. That's very cool. That's very cool. I want to conclude the interview and get towards the end, but I have one question I want to ask. One more last question. One more last one. I'm thinking about this. It's gonna be my noggin. It's gonna be in there, in the thinking brain, thinking brain. If you had the ability to stop time at any point in either history or the universe, what era would you stop time for and why?
What era? Honestly, I feel like we're living in the best era that we could be, just because, I mean, this is the most freedom that we have had. I mean, listen, the world has always been cruel. It just wasn't televised. So it's really, this is the time to be alive. I think it's the best time to be an artist because we have social media. We can connect with the whole world.
Literally. That's how we connect.
Our phone, yes.
Phones. Through devices. Through the internet. Here on These Are Questions. Thank you so much for being part of the interview. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for this. I feel honored.
Oh, thank you. Likewise. This is a good connection, pun intended, that we're here on These Are Questions. And this is a good send-off as we conclude our Red Dot Spectrum section of this These Are Questions episode. So, pleasure as always. I wish you the best of luck with all your art pieces. You're going to keep doing amazing artworks in the future.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
And there you go. On These Are Questions. Stay passionate. We are here. You can see the stadium right behind me. And I'm still continuing to interview various talents, models, performers, photographers, and anyone who wants to be in an interview on this massive Art Basel compilation episode. I appreciate you taking the time to watch and getting to this point. You've earned it. So let me continue with more interviews on These Are Questions. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions. It's the interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And we are here for Fusion Art Week, and we're getting ready for our upcoming show. It's going to be a great time here, and I'm with a very talented model. Please welcome Anna Sophia.
Thank you.
Thanks for being a part of the show. I really do appreciate it. I want to respect your time because I know we're getting ready for the show, so I'm going to get right into everything. Anna, I'm going to ask you a series of questions going to be based around your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
I accept.
Okay, great. We're going to get right into the interview itself. How long have you been modeling for, Anna?
Since I was 3 years old.
3 years old. You just decided, hey, I'm just going to walk around, just do stuff?
My mom did, I guess.
Shout out to your mom. Ooh, okay, that's cool. And like with your modeling and your repertoire, what are some of the shows that you've casted for? What are some shows that you've done for? What have you done in like the fashion and media industry?
Well, since I modeled for so long, I had a list of clients that were always working with me throughout the years, and I had regular clients like Capristand, which I'm modeling for today. Walked with them like 10 times. When I was younger, I did every single department store you could think of, like Macy's, Sears, Target, Burlington Coat Factory, Lord & Taylor, the endless list of clothing department stores.
Oh, that's awesome. So traditional means going as a traditional model with different clothing retailers and just getting your name out there. That's pretty cool. And it's funny, we're in kind of a retail kind of landing area with all the different stores, and we have Burlington right there. We have a TJ Maxx here. We have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Target, I modeled for like 10 times, and those were really fun because I modeled for like slip and slides.
Yeah.
So I get to just slip and slide all day, and that's my job.
Well, that's pretty cool. Do you have your own private slip and slide at home?
No, but now that I'm thinking I should get one, it's just that I don't know if I have a good area for that because, you know, if there's like rocks under there, you're
That's
gonna
gonna be more painful. That's like pain.
Yeah, you got to get a good, easy grass, flat surface.
There you go. And you know, and speaking of pain, do you know T-Pain?
Of course.
Okay. Have you personally know him?
No. No. It sounded like I did.
It sounds so defeated the way you said it. It's just like no.
No, I wish I met him, but I know he's coming out with new music lately. Yeah.
That's true. And you never know, since you have your ability and you've done something. You know, you may be casting for a future video with him.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
We accept it. We could pitch it on there.
Yeah, awesome. T-Pain, hit me up.
That's right. And like, let me ask, you know, what's the best piece of advice that you can give for a talent that wants to break into the modeling industry?
Always stay true to yourself and have boundaries and make sure that you listen to yourself, because sometimes the industry can push you out of your comfort zone, and that's okay, but you got to make sure you don't get pushed too far.
Wise words and great words on there. Anna, I really appreciate our quick rapid fire interview here on These Are Questions. I know we have a lot of talent that want to work with you today, and I can see why, because I've seen your work and we've done some work in the past, and I know you do some awesome stuff. So I just want to wish you all the best with this show and every show that you're going to be doing moving forward. So thank you for your time.
Thank you, appreciate it.
No problem. Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching / listening to These Are Questions, a interview show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And we're here for Fusion Art Week as we're capping up for Art Basel, and I'm with a very talented model. Please welcome Sammy Slamma.
Hi guys, how are ya?
Oh, pretty good, not too bad. How you doing?
Awesome, happy to be here, so ecstatic.
That's awesome, and thank you so much for being a part of the show. I really appreciate it. I want to respect your time because you're getting ready to go on the runway very shortly. I'm going to ask you a series of questions based on your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid. Do you accept those terms?
I do. Well, I should put a ring on it.
Oh, okay. Do you have a ring right on there?
I do.
What does that ring represent? Or is it just like a beauty ring?
Honestly, an ex gave it to me, and I still have it.
Okay, I'm not going to shout out your ex. He's gone.
Please don't.
No. The only person you're talking to is the person asking the questions, and that's all that matters on there. So let's switch gears. Let's talk about modeling itself. How long have you been modeling for?
Probably for about 8 years. I really was into it a lot in New York and DC and Vegas and Miami, you know, my early 20s, and I just turned 31 and I wanted to get back into it. It's been about 5 or 6 years now. I'm from Pittsburgh, so I was able to get my feet in the ground, you know, a little bit, being there with Taylor Gang and all of the, you know, good old Pittsburgh people.
I love it. That's awesome. And like, first off, happy belated birthday.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, my birthday just passed on the end of October. Scorpio.
Okay. I'm a Gemini, so we're kind of opposites, but I can't confirm or deny anything. Okay. I can't confirm. I just know I'm a gem, just like you're a gem, and you have the Scorpion touch. You know, you have like the most powerful of the zodiac. You know.
Yes, that is true.
Mm-hmm. The most blunt of the zodiac.
Yes, most blunt.
If you had to switch zodiac signs, which sign would you be and why?
I wouldn't.
Ooh, okay. Fair enough. Okay, that's cool. And like you talked about all the different types of shows and all the different locations you've done fashion for. What was one of your favorite fashion shows that you've done? And is there a fashion show or a fashion location you want to do your style and your works in the future?
In the future, I do hope to continue working, with the Miami community here. It's huge, especially with fusion fashion events. They do some awesome events and gives you some great exposure, especially if you're, just getting into it, or if you're, super been doing it for a long time. My favorite show was 2 days ago at the Hard Rock. I was able to walk the show for Vadia. She had the evening gowns. That was really awesome because I come from a background of beauty pageants.
And I was able to capture your coverage on there as we're going along on the episode. I'm going to put it on screen there and get to some of the shots that I've been able to cover at the Hard Rock with the guitar, and that was really cool. So, and you did amazing. So,
I'm so excited. I haven't seen the footage from the runway, just a single. So that'll be really awesome.
Yeah. Wow. Well, you're going to see we have a lot of different photographers, videographers, all doing different coverages, and we got you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. I just have one last question to ask her on These Are Questions, because I respect your time and people are moving, we're getting ready, we're getting rolling. You got your fur coats, there you go on there. What's the best piece of advice you can give for an aspiring model that wants to get into the industry?
I think just be yourself. Don't worry about what anyone else says. Just go out there and give it your all. I mean, I'm not afraid of no. Don't be either. Eventually they'll say yeah, and here you are. Here at the Art Basel modeling the events. I've got 3 shows for this week, so that's awesome. Yep.
Yeah, and you've killed every single one of them. You did amazing. It's absolutely, and it's been a pleasure working and talking with you on These Are Questions. I want to respect your time because we're getting ready, but I wish you the best tonight. I'm going to cover you tonight, and then anything you need, we got you, and best of luck with all future shows.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No problem. My pleasure.
This is awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being a part of These Are Questions.
Awesome. I'm excited to see it.
Hi, my name is Stephen Rafferty, and you have been watching this fantastic Art Basel compilation episode. Throughout this episode, you've watched me interview various artists, performers, entertainers, models, designers, and everyone in between in this massive Art Basel special. This is legit the biggest episode I've ever produced for These Are Questions, and I just want to take this moment just to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch and listen myself and listen to all these talented creatives in this interview compilation special. Thank you so much. Until next year for the next Art Basel, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Take care, and thanks for watching / listening to These Are Questions.